bad. I don't know what happened. It ended the last live, but we gonna pick up where we left off, man. We're gonna get right back into it. We're gonna get right back into Teofimo Lopez talking that crazy-ish. We're gonna finish where we left off. Shout out to the fam. Hit the like button as y'all roll back in, man. But we're gonna get back to this interview from Teo. Putting his foot in his mouth for the umpteenth time. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it.
But he still wanted to confirm with his guys that he already knows.
That he was 30.
Yes. Next thing you know, he said, all right, make the call. They made the call. They called Drake. They flew him into Houston to Texas. And from that point on, Jay, from what I could remember, he says that, all right, I got the perfect guy for you to pair up with.
Right.
You're going to go to Wayne.
Okay.
You're going to go to Wayne, and you're going to be with YMCMB.
So he match made them artistically from there. Okay.
Yeah, from there on.
Okay. We're getting all different. We're getting industry scoops. Big up Jay Prince. Tio, when you're not
CJ
in the gym, which is often you're in the gym, you're a father now. Talk to me briefly about fatherhood, because I had kids. I was blessed to have 2 boys. I had them late. My eldest son boxes. He's watched you a couple of times. He likes a new
How old are you? You look young.
I look young, but I'm 43.
43.
Yeah.
43.
Yeah. He said, yeah.
You're so young, brother.
No, I'm young here because, like yourself, I value fitness. So talk to me about fitness. Talk to me about vitality. Talk to me about mental health, because you've had your ups and downs.
Say Viagra.
No, vitality. We haven't got that sponsorship yet. Pause. But talk to me about mental health, physical health, because you're like the No. No, says the father of an 8-year-old and a 6-year-old. How do you stay motivated? Like, fitness for me is a way of life, but fitness for you is your life. So how do you keep going? And when the shit hits the fan, whether it be with your dad, a loss, your wife, drama, business, money, fuckeries, trolls, how do you say, yo, just go to the gym?
It's therapy. And rather than escaping the world in an easy way, that is not easy. You escape it by...
You're talking about the pitfalls.
Yeah, like those that, really take that route. I think instead of doing that, you just go and find a solution. There's always, whenever there's a problem, there's a solution to it. And if you can't find a solution, find a new problem.
But that takes discipline, bro. So as crazy as you are, you've still got a cornerstone of discipline. How and when did that come?
Since I came out my mother's womb.
But how much of that is in you, and how much of that was your father guiding you, and how much of that is God? How much of that?
That's all God. My father could demonstrate and show me the ways of discipline, but in reality, it's what you have within you. Because anybody could show you, this is discipline, this is what it takes, and then they don't do it.
You go left, yeah. But a father's role, especially with an energetic young man, is to still set some example.
No, most definitely. I mean, if you don't honor your mother and father, it's like you won't in the heavens above.
We all know we love our mothers, but we have to respect, and dare I even say, maybe fear our dads to a healthy degree.
And it's a lost cause.
Well, yeah, but then there comes a point, if it's not mutual, then there's things that are there's holes that are in the ship, right? That can occur. So it's all about always remembering how it all was and how it all is. But now going back to it, discipline is just a lifestyle. It's saving your soul, saving your energy, saving your oneself. Showing, though, at the same time, the amount of whether you are religious, whether you're not, whether you are finding situations of trying to believe in something, well, that all starts with you. But at the same time, it's what got you there. What gave you that idea, that common sense, or that conscience to realize that's got to be unheard of, but it's God.
So you're saying spiritually, and you seem like you had some like awakenings in the last couple of years as you matured in victory and defeat. Like, do I still got it? Mm-hmm. But then, and also, having personal problems. And I always thought it was a bit dirty, the top right edit, where they tried to like they used the old beef or fallout of you and your dad, or an indifference, and they tried to like stir it to make it like you were beefing on one of the, was it the Comey or the Cambosis promo they did that?
I don't know which one. Probably
Or Nakatani.
It was probably one of those. But that's an ESPN trait. ESPN loves.
But you weren't even beefing at the time.
But ESPN likes. No, we're not beef. ESPN just has this thing, which I'm not saying nothing wrong here. ESPN, and I think people can see it. ESPN is great at what they do, and they know how to create storylines.
Yeah,
that's
I'm talking about it now, years later.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And they're very, very successful in that. So there's nothing wrong with it.
You were a young man at the time. You were like 23, 4.
That's okay. It doesn't matter. It brings people. It brings content. It brings views. That's just the part of the industry people don't quite realize. They don't care about you. They care what you could do for
the commodity factor. And now what you mentioned earlier, you're now finally having this like light bulb moment where you're like, okay, I'm going to be a commodity either way. Allegedly. You're like, well, no, because the documentary was on you, bro. I think when you're in a documentary, I think you're allowed to speak on it.
I don't know.
If it's a third party, you have to say alleged. I think when you're in it, because it's directly using your likeness.
All right, let's skip up.
Anyway, allegedly. But
they could have like a clone of me and say that, you know, promoting the fight between myself and Shakur at the Garden. But you break records and you break attendance records with the likeness of Teofimo.
The controversy, the charisma.
Because I did it on purpose, but people don't. At least the networks understand what I did.
So you think people...
No, they don't, man. You a damn idiot, man. I gotta stop you there, bro. Shut up. It was a good fight. And sometimes people need good dance partners. We said this all along about Shakur. It's no surprise that, you know, they put it where they put it and they did what it did. That goes to show you that people are more interested in him than you think. If Tio thinks for 1 minute that him being controversial, disrespectful, flat out racist, and just ignorant as all hell, if you think that's what sold the fight, then you sadly mistaken. You really more delusional than I thought you was. There's no way in the hell you sold the fight. The networks don't know what you're doing. That's why you find yourself pretty much in free agency right now. They have no idea what you're doing. You foolish guy to even believe that you're the reason at the fight. So this dude is, man, delusion. You put him by himself with anybody else, and the numbers ain't nothing crazy to speak of. And you put him with somebody like a Shakur and they sell out. The great Vasil Lomachenko, you didn't do them numbers with him. This dude is delusional, man. He don't have the drawing power that he think he do. And we're going to see who puts on his next fight. You get what I'm saying? We're going to see who puts on his next fight. He not fighting Ryan next. I don't even know why you even typing that. Like, you can't force it. He ain't fighting Ryan next. Did you hear what Keith Conley said about making a fight with Conor, Benn, and Ryan Garcia? Not Tio. He worked for Tio. He worked with Tio too. He manages Tio. He didn't say nothing about Tio and Ryan. That fight is not coming. I don't care what Ryan said. Tio, that shit ain't coming no July 25th.
People, you think the audience who love to troll people, you think they think you're a sane person pretending to be crazy, but you're actually a crazy person pretending to be sane. You gotta read that. You gotta read that Outsider, bro. Albert Camus.
I love it. No, it's I guess so. I guess really it's just it's all of it, man. I appreciate it all, man. I think that eventually someone will catch on to it.
No, bro. Listen, the real fans, we appreciate it. We appreciate when the real top guys mix it up.
I'll be back. It's just a matter of now it's time that I showed the work. I showed I could sell. I showed I'm very controversial, but for good reasoning.
Good God.
And
yo.
I think now it's time for
that did not show you could sell. That just showed that when put with the right partner, dance partner, man, people would take interest in it. You know what I'm saying? I think you put that fight with just about anybody else at 140, it's not an MSG, and I don't think it does them numbers respectfully. I think people they was interested to see what Shakur would look like moving up to 140 and challenging a guy like Tio with some intrigue as to what could happen. But a lot of people felt like you would get outboxed as you did. So I always think it takes two. I ain't gonna never tell you it was just Shakur that did it, but you know, you put on a good fight, good undercard, you get great results, man. But I just don't think it was the results was simply off him promoting and being controversial and his name. Like he got a really delusional way of thinking. You get what I'm saying? I think if you were this big ticket seller and draw that you think you are, as well as the talent that you think you are, I don't think you would be a free agent. I think Top Rank would be doing everything they could to keep you. If you notice the difference between him and Shakur, when Shakur was about to leave, they offered him a deal on the way out, what, $3 million per fight or something like that, and he turned it down. You never heard Top Rank offering the same kind of deal to Teo. What you have heard is Teo always express how he ain't made this much money and how black fighters make this and that. You've always heard him complaining about money and where he's at in boxing. So again, it don't line up. One fight don't just change everything. It ain't like you won the fight. It was a sold out event that you won. Yeah, then maybe it'll be some intrigue in seeing you move up to 147 to see what you could do. But you getting beat the way you did, people I think is sitting around seeing if you ready to flame out.
For me to get what should be. I'm not a stupid kid. You know, I'm not like I had a meeting with the Zuffa people and it was awesome, you know what I mean? Great stuff, you know, but
you got to do what's right for you.
He had a meeting with Zuffa, y'all. Hey, look, Keith Connolly guys has been going over there. Edgar Berlanga, Richardson Hitchens. I don't know. Conor Benn did a one-off, he said, with Zuffa. Could Keith be staring Teofimo over there with Zuffa next? Said he had a meeting with him. And Kyle, you couldn't be more right. I'm telling you.
Like I knew, and I don't mean to speak on them like that, but I knew Edgar and Africa was gonna sign right away. I looked at it though, and I was just like, I'm gonna go enjoy with my family real quick. So it's fine.
You got options right now. You just in one of the biggest fights of the last couple of years with another like rising star now. Shakur's arrived. You were already there. You keep saying you're going to be back, but to me, you never went anywhere.
You know what's interesting though? How is a guy?
I'm just gonna do this for one time because I think I might pack you up permanently, yeah. Yeah, facts. He ain't a kid. It's the silly ass grown man with kids, with a kid and one on the way. Teo versus Africa on Zuffa boxing. Teo in Africa at 147. I'm telling you, Teo was the A side, and Teo from NY. Most of them tickets were for Teo. See, I be trying to let you make it. I really do. I really be trying to let you make it, but you just hell bent on being another version of Teo. Like you just say stupid shit too. You have no evidence, nothing we could point to a draw from that would slightly remotely indicate that Teofimo Lopez was an A-side over Shakur Stevenson. You have to be a fool. Nobody from no borough says Teo was from New York but Teo. He represented Honduras, bro. He represented Honduras, not New York. Make it make sense. Yeah, he lived out there, but they haven't adopted him. The way they show love to Richardson Hitchens is not the same for Teo. You get what I'm saying? How could you say most of the tickets is for one fighter with no proof whatsoever to say it when every time Teo fought by himself, it was the Hulu Theater. He went from the Hulu Theater to the big room because he was fighting a credible opponent, man. It wasn't just Shakur that sold the tickets. I'm pretty sure it was people on the undercard that sold tickets. It's a complete event, bro. But to sit here and say he the A-side, most of the tickets, shut up. You sound dumb as hell, man. He's not a big draw, silly man. He's not the A-side of shit. The way that reason that fight got put together because Turkey rocked with Shakur. I don't know if Teo really patched it up. He say he had, but he said a lot of shit. I ain't heard Turkey mention one thing about promoting another Teo fight or making a fight for Teo. I haven't heard him mention Team Alifu. You telling me he promoting and he all in on Teo and he don't even know how to say his damn name. The man name, he call him Team Alifu. So again, bro, we got to be mindful of the things that we type in chats. I know you would want him to be the A-side. I know you would want him to be the big draw, but that's just not the reality. Go look it up so you can stop typing that dumbass shit in my chat, man. That's all. I want people to have their opinions, but when your opinion is just wrong, I just got to let you know. You don't know what you're talking about. There's no way to prove who sold more tickets, but I'll tell you this from people that was in attendance, from people that was there, because I know you wasn't. I know you don't go to no damn fights. The people that was there said that was a pro Shakur crowd. That's what I heard. I ain't hear nothing different. I never once heard one person that said they went to that fight say, yeah, it was mostly Teofimo in there, fans in there. Nah, they said that was a Shakur crowd. Get what I'm saying? He run that East Coast. He on the East Coast making a dent. It's not Teo, bro. It's not Teo. I just hate to break it to you, but that's the reality, man. This dude is not the draw that he thinks he is, or you. You get what I'm saying? Struggling to sell 3,000 to 4,000 tickets, bro, is not a big draw. You silly man. Now, why all of a sudden he gonna go from struggling to sell tickets to selling out MSG, and it's gonna be mostly because of Teo? Damn, man. Like, what's wrong with y'all boxing fans, bro? Shakur is a bigger name than him. Make more money and all that. And I don't even like talking about nobody money. In a better position, is a better fighter. Get what I'm saying? Got a better team, a better corner. It's just better over there, bro. You see what he just did to this man? Talking about he's selling. He don't sell out shit, man. No, he not, bro. No, he not. I'm telling you, I'm trying not to block you, bro. I'm trying not to block you. Trying not to block. You can say he more exciting. That's cool. But stop saying he the A side, bro, with no proof. Stop. No, he not more from NY than Hitchens, bro. You about to get blocked, man. You about to get blocked, man. Next one, you getting blocked, bro. You gotta stop. You gotta stop. You just annoying. Gotta stop. Let's keep going.
That's never been on. That hasn't been on the pound for pound list since 2020, right?
Teo, the A side. You ain't never heard nobody say he's the A side and shit. All you did was hear him complain about his money. Shut up. You don't know shit about boxing. Yelling at Teofimo as an A side over nothing. He don't understand shit about business and he don't know how it works. Shakur's proven to sell more tickets than Teofimo Lopez. It's just a fact. It's not my opinion. It's not something I think. It's something I know. Go look it up. Do your homework before you type stupid shit, man. He ain't the A side over nothing or nobody. Got in there and got his A side ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? That A side ain't have shit. What was that A side at? How many punches did the A side throw? You get me? Yeah, he just saying shit, just in his own mind. He don't get, and that's why it's annoying me because he not using no criteria. He just saying shit, just like trying to force it. Yeah, Teo's the 8th side. Yeah, he's more from NY than Hitchens. You dumb little man. They embrace Hitchens more than Teofimo from New York. Silly dude. They know and respect that man out there. Africa. Teofimo is not. What borough is he from? Go ahead and lie and say Brooklyn. Damn, bro. I'm not hating on the man. I'm just telling you what the facts are. He's not that guy, bro. Shout out to Ocean Dreamer. Come right in speaking facts. Teo grew up right here in South Florida. shout out to you. Appreciate you pulling up. You get me? Come on, man. What we talking about, man? Teo is not none of that. He in Florida and he represented Honduras, not NY. That tells you everything you need to know. Yeah, he spent some time over there and they might live over that way or something. But that's not where he's from. And it's not that hard to understand. It's just the reality, bro. Hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Support
Shakur Stevenson. And now
we had our stream interrupted. We back with our part 2. We're going to get through this interview. We're going to get to the Gary Antoine Russell clip with Mill City. It's a lot more we're going to talk about today, man. We're going to get to it. Hit the like button.
Shakur is top 2.
Hit the super chat. Hit the cash.
In the pound for pound.
I'm going to say it a short way.
Let's
How does that work?
I'm going to say the game's the game. But I'm also going to say, technically, because he came up to fight you. I'm just trying to be real. I'm a fan of Teo, but I'm a fan of boxing more. I'll be real with you. I'm a fan of boxing. He the little guy coming from 35 to challenge the top dog at 140. Yeah. That's the way the cookie crumbles, as according to the Ring magazine.
I was never even on the pound for pound.
Now, that's another story. What, even when you beat Loma?
No.
No. That time, oh, yeah.
And Josh Taylor?
No.
This is in the
Teo ass was never on no pound for pound list. No. Talking about not even after you beat Loma, Josh Taylor. No. Talking about, yeah, that time, no, you wasn't, bro. You just can't sit up here and lie. Said, don't let the gas station, Yankee cat fool you. Objective fan. My God, what's good with everyone? How you feeling, bro?
The UK, we say that's a bit techie. Like, that's technical. We say that's a bit techie. Like, something's going on somewhere.
Yeah, it's like you can't say it's a red flag. You gotta say it's a yellow flag.
Nah, now you're talking about the Joe and Jada show, yeah. Talk to me about Fat Joe. He's had a lot to say about your dad. He's trying to say your dad was talking smack and this and that. And big up Terror Squad, and I love Punisher, but Joe, man, boy.
No, I just love Punisher.
Joey, by the way, I talk a lot. You gotta let people talk, Joe. But he was bringing the smoke for your dad. Bringing the smoke. Did you see that one with Eddie?
Yeah, look at
He was
T.O.
trying to say
sitting
like,
up there
oh,
looking
you
like
know,
he ate
yeah.
a
See,
lemon.
like he trying to come because he's trying to say your dad put it on him to say like, why don't you support my son just because he's not Puerto Rican? That was what he was saying.
I don't know about that conversation, and I'm not gonna put my foot in there.
Fair
You know
enough.
what I mean?
That's a
Like,
that's a first.
Yeah, that's a first.
Well,
Yeah, because
that's
you
a-
know,
that's
see,
nice.
he learning. Fat Joe, you say something crazy, he gonna be on your ass. Talking about he ain't gonna put his foot in that one. You need to stop putting your foot in your mouth with these weird ass comments. And y'all think he was done with the weird comments? Nah, he not done.
T.O.'s maturing,
done.
buddy.
Wow.
There you go.
it has nothing to do with me. It has something to do with him and my father. Now, him talking reckless of me because of the dislikes that he has amongst my father. I'm just gonna say like what.
Now
it
he didn't
is.
dish you. I think he just said you lost. He didn't dish you.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
Butchered me.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
He butchered me,
Okay.
and Shakur was loving every moment of it.
All right.
And I think that I think there is a sign of oh shit, like that's some woman feminism stuff right there. You don't gossip
Okay,
about
y'all.
another dude just because you're wrongfully feeling some type of way for the other dude.
I hear you, but the problem is now we're in this bullshit social media era and the YouTube algorithm, and you got guys acting like women.
I'll be real with you. I'm a real
Bro.
person. Like I'm a real person, and I'm going to be real.
I'm going to be real.
Everything else he has amongst my father, that's on him, man. Like I get it. That's between them. Two grown men that gotta talk it out, do your thing. But when you trying to really like just like diminish everything that I possibly did just off the fight, then my man's you talking reckless.
No, that's again now to give you some UK slang. We'd say that's a myth. In other words, like in it. All right, you know what? I'm gonna give Tia some quick UK banter, and then we're gonna wrap this up. So, if someone says,
Yeah,
if I was to say, and I'm an old,
that damn beacon, swelling them eyes up, cutting them eyes, and you know, swelling his shit up, had him leak.
older head, right? But I know some of the slang. If I was to say, all right, it's sorted. Like you go, yo, man, blah blah. Like, yo, raps, you gonna come through to this? Yeah, man. That's patterned. We got that patterned.
I like that.
You know what patterned is?
Like it's done.
It's lined up.
Yeah, it's like
It's meant to like the patterns match.
yeah.
Um,
Basically, like yeah, it's complete.
Facts.
Don't
He
worry.
did say it. He did say it.
say nothing. Say nothing.
Nothing.
Say,
Shout out to my
no, that's
dog,
the
man.
phrase. That's the phrase. Say nothing.
Say nothing.
You say that as well, right?
Say nothing.
Like I say, Fat Joe was talking shit about you. That's whatever, man. Say nothing.
Say nothing. Nah, we say like say less. Like,
Yeah, you say less. That's right. You do say less. What about?
He was good.
Back in the day, right? So, if I was to say,
He said something along the lines of like the undefeated culture is the black effect. Dude said it was the Mayweather effect. The interviewer Tio called it the black effect, and he gonna say some more. He gonna say he a black fighter in a Spanish body. That's coming up. He about to say that. About to put his foot in his mouth.
man.
Again. He wild.
you know, my man's ex-girl.
Tio don't know what the hell going on over there in the UK with that slang, bro. He like, bro, he just nodding his head to anything.
And we say my man a lot. And stuff like that guy, like my man, like could be your boy. Like you say your home, but we say my man. Like my man, his girl's butters.
I love it.
His girl's butters.
Let's get
Yeah,
back.
he just-
We got a clue.
Right
We got
now.
an idea what that means.
Yeah. That's gotta be like she's fine as shit. Like she's
The opposite, bro.
really.
She's ugly.
Oh.
She's ugly. That's why I said it with a smile. She's butters mean like she's
Oh, butters.
butters.
Oh,
Like I don't even know where the origin comes from.
Nah, but I get that. Oh, okay.
UK
Yeah, I can see
slang out of
I mean,
pocket.
fire, crisp, bream, fit, banging, all of these words. Like, do you ever hear like I don't? Because you know now the cross pollination's so all like normal now. You get so many reactors listening to UK rap and Afrobeat and etc.
Oh yeah, it's expanding.
and Top Boy. So
Yeah.
Drake kind of put our lingua, the London lingua, over stateside. Like
Yeah,
you
hold
get
on.
me, fam.
You get me from. Yo, okay. That's why he also did that transition with Honestly Nevermind. That album.
Look, listen, I say a lot of things about Drake. He definitely the number one culture vulture. Coming out of Canada, he was always going to have an ear to the British music, but his biggest hit is my boy Sample Wonder. historically, and who's your favorite fighter today that isn't yourself?
Favorite fighter historically? So many.
Give me as many as you want.
Bruce Lee.
Why?
Bruce Lee. I think he was the mastermind of the full temple of fighting, in every way, from the mind to the body to the spirit. He like really was and is that guy that knew how to, no matter what room he was in, it was that he was in a room with 1,000 people or 100 people. The 100 people was in a room with him, and that was like something that you just can't. You have to change your mindset and tune, and that's an exercise in a fighting game plan that you have to articulate. You have to practice, and he practiced so many different things, and I loved it.
He pioneered fitness as well. He used to write down, like, before people were really doing that stuff with the press-ups and all the different regimens, he came up with a lot of fitness regimens.
A lot of it, though, was calisthenics, too. Most of it was stronghold, holding on for minutes at a time. Really exercise the endurance, too, and the brain of it all, the mind. So that's just, like, you can't compete with that, really.
You said a kung fu superstar before you mentioned a boxer.
Well, yeah, because you gotta respect combat. Combat comes from all different areas. We're in the combat category. Yeah, like
boxing's a martial art.
John L. Sullivan, another one. Great.
The original.
The original, yeah, the one that since 1867. The Queensberry rules, and the ruling that happened here. So it's just phenomenal stuff. You got to give credit and give the flowers where it's due. So another one is Jack Johnson.
You're going for all the firsts.
Yeah, every time it's Jack Johnson, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I really want to know how many Jack Johnson fights did he go look up.
Joe Louis.
See, I was right. You are an old head.
Shoot. Well, you got Jack Dempsey from the Ring magazine.
We got the first champion, the first lineal champion, Sullivan. We got the first black champion, Jack Johnson, who Donald Trump posthumously pardoned him for pimping and pandering because they done him for some technical nonsense, like because of the politics back then. And then you've mentioned Joe Louis, who was really the archetype first of the modern heavyweight eras before Ali.
Yeah. And then you also have Sugar Ray Robinson, who
the greatest ever.
A lot of people are mentioning more than ever now from the Ring magazine.
Well, it's the reason the pound for pound exists.
Once it did. It did once before. But yeah, I think that there's so many greats, so many amazing fighters.
Give me a Latin fighter.
Notice he had to ask him to give him a Latin fighter because every fighter he naming is black. He got so much to say about him, but all his fucking experiences or his examples of great fighters are black fighters, and then he'll turn around and shit on the same fighters that he just praised.
Shoot, I think well, Macho Camacho.
Because being a Latin kid, right, you must have had to not idolize, but you must have had to say, right, that guy can do it. I can do it.
Respectfully, I was more looking at black fighters. I'm a black fighter.
Look.
I'm a black kid in a Spanish body.
Look.
Hey, I'm so on the fence here. Like people, Tio, you're funny, man.
I'm so black, I had to be caramel.
Oh man, you know what? Spicy and dicey as ever. I love it, man. I love it. Look, that's your words. You're not saying any fitness regimens.
A lot of it though was calisthenics too.
We got the first champion, the first lineal champion, Sullivan. We got the.
Respectfully, I was more looking at black fighters. I'm a black fighter. I'm a black kid in a Spanish body.
Hey, I'm on.
You see? Like, I don't get and there you go. There you have it. He want to be one. He want to be the same people that he envy and he comes off as jealous of. That's who he want to be. This man said he studied the black fighter. There's nothing wrong with that, but saying you are a black kid, you're a black kid trapped in a Spanish body, what the fuck do that even mean? That shit ain't funny, and that's the stuff that you don't need to laugh at. Don't encourage this ignorant behavior, bro. Tell that man to just be who you are. And then y'all got the nerve to tell me how he from Florida. I mean, not Florida, how he from New York. This dude is lost. He don't have an identity, man. He don't have an identity. This dude don't know where he from and who he is. To sit here and say that and he think it's funny, this shit ain't even funny.
I'm so on the fence here. Like people, Tio, you're funny, man. Do you know,
I'm so black I had to be caramel.
He's so black he had to be caramel.
Oh,
It's not
man.
funny.
You know what? Spicy and dicey as ever. I love it, man. I love it. Like, look, that's your words. So you're not saying anything specifically, deliberately aggravated. You're just being silly.
No, I'm just being me.
You're just yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I said it.
You know, I think but that's just really I really studied a lot.
Well, you didn't rate the RANT?
It's not that I didn't like them. I just
But like the RANT, like
and I would watch them.
Alexis Arguello?
It was more like my Alexis Arguello was probably Sweet Pea.
But Sweet Pea right there though. I was gonna ask you about Sweet Pea.
Or you got
You study the black fighters just to hate on them? It's crazy. Your Alexis Arguello was probably Sweet Pea.
What was it? Aaron Pryor. You got
Greb?
Huh?
Greb?
Grip?
Yeah, well, the old guy. Is it Henry? An Armstrong?
Yeah, Henry Armstrong.
And
3 division simultaneously.
Sugar Ray as well went up to fight. You know when he went up to fight Lamar, the Raging Bull, he was only 157 at middleweight, bro. 156. He couldn't make middleweight.
Yeah. Like for me, I'm going to 47. I'm weighing 154.
So that's what we would call that a myth, because apart from Floyd and Manny Pacquiao, there are not many guys. And you're not at the back end of the career, but you're in the you're in the second to third phase of your career.
I think at this point with him, with the jokes that he choose to play with, I think he just deserve everything that come with it. He should steer far away from them type of jokes and straddling and playing with that line, because that's the shit that's gonna bring him the unwarranted attention, the kind of attention he don't want. He's sitting up here laughing with Buddy while they sitting knee to knee. Notice it was daytime when they first started interviewing. It's nighttime now. Y'all ass is sitting in the back of this damn cab talking reckless, man. I wish somebody would check him one day when he do this shit, man, because it is nasty to continue to play like this. It's gonna be a time where that shit is really not gonna go in his favor.
Right now, right? You're in the second to third main part of your book, but not many guys are really maxing out weight wise and fighting where they walk around. Pacquiao did it, Floyd did it, and there's probably many others. Heavyweights don't have to cut weight, but there's not many guys unless you get a career fighter like a Golovkin who stays at a weight. But like, don't you feel like you're giving up on? You're at a disadvantage because you're going in there with guys like when Ugas fought Pacquiao, like pre-fight Ugas is like 160s, bro. When you see Ugas playing basketball in his off-season, he's 170s. He's a welterweight, bro.
That does a lot of damage to your body.
I hear that. But also him leaning on you fight night if he's rehydrating, he's 15, 18 pounds heavier than you. Are you seeing that as a disadvantage for them?
Yeah, they're slower.
Cumbersome.
Yeah, just sluggish.
So you're thinking like, right, I'm going to be like Danger Mouse. I'm going to nick in and out of the spots and attack them from all sides. Is that how you're thinking?
It all varies what type of fighter you're facing.
Well, like, look at Taylor. I mean, no pun intended, but he was tailor-made for you because he was big, probably past his best because of the Regis War, but you were able to, like, almost watch it in slow-mo.
Nah, nobody wanted to really fight Taylor other than...
Until they saw your blueprint.
But other than Catterall that really was trying to push to get that, to get his win.
But they had a rivalry. For you, that was just straight matchmaking. I remember your dad saying, yo, we want Taylor.
For me, it was plotting the thing.
To be two-time lineal?
Just overall, do I still got it? That's all you ever need.
I still got it?
That's all you ever need to say to these idiots of fighters. I'm not saying Josh Taylor was one of them, just the managers and all that. Oh, this is perfect. We freaking, his mind is weak. This is perfect. This is lunch food. It's going to make it look good. And look, you know what? We're not going to spend that much money. We'll just put it in the theater, not the big garden.
Right.
Shut the fuck up.
Right.
It just we going to put it in the theater. The Hulu theater, not the big garden, because it would be stupid to put that fight there. Damn fool. Again, It proves my point. He ain't no damn A-side. Don't type that shit ever in my chat again. And he about to contradict what Buddy was saying about this A-side garbage. Let's keep going.
Cut corners.
When it's one former undisputed versus another.
Yeah, I remember them not promoting that as good as they should have done. Here on Sky Sports, I was like, we got a mega fight coming up this week, and you wouldn't even know.
You know, there's this phenomenal guy named Todd DeBuff. You ever heard of him? No, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, cool guy.
Another UK, say no more.
Say none.
Say none. T, I was going to throw you some matches. I just want you to pick one, bro.
Yeah.
Yourself and Ryan Garcia. And how?
It won't happen. Sadly.
Ryan Garcia and Conor Benn.
Now, did you just hear it? Boys be crying and lying, apparently. Boys be crying and lying. Did you just hear him say it? Now would you believe it? Now would you believe it? He said, yourself and Ryan Garcia. How does that happen? He said, it's not going to happen. Did you hear it? Now tell me again how Teo fighting Ryan next. Go ahead and say it again how Teo fighting Ryan next. When I just told you the guy that manages the both fighters is talking about making – well, now he don't manage Ryan, but he managed Conor. And he's talking about making a fight with Conor and Ryan, not Conor and Teo. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Dude was saying he the A-side. He sold most of the tickets in New York and all this stupid shit. Like, bro, do you see now? He said it before, SP. He said something. I got CT. I get hit in the head a lot. Something. He was saying some wild shit before.
Next at 147, what happens?
Where?
Fuck it, States. You think we got that UK thing going on, yeah? Like what Floyd used to have in Vegas with Kenny Bayless, yeah? You think we got that UK thing going on? So that's the word on the street now. You go UK for a big fight, you better get ready to, like, if it's tight, you might lose. But that happens everywhere. That happens in Vegas.
Oh, you mean like that? No. I meant like as far as like this is the place you want to be.
Oh, no, but yeah, look, so you think having like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60,000 behind you lifts you. So if you're the away fighter coming in, facing like a mad football stadium, which you don't really get in the States like that, because it's a pay-per-view model, streaming model, do you think it's harder for the American fighters to come in on smoke?
No, because you've seen it with like Errol Spence when he fought Kell Brook.
You read my mind.
Yeah, you feel
He was losing the fight first half though, and then he turned it around. That eye socket, the other one went. And,
yeah, that was all she wrote.
Facts,
so you get it from time to time.
Facts,
I think when
But how do you see the fight going with Ryan and Conor?
Well, I'm neither guy, but if you want to really go to it, it all depends on their mindset. And I think Conor Benn, I think he shouldn't even entertain it. I think he should go to 54 or 60.
You think his body looked too big for cutting down to 147?
It's just a science. It's a science. We can make weights down,
Yes.
but doesn't mean that we're gonna be at the full potential.
You can get there, but what's left when you get there?
Like for me, my last two fights that I had at 40, same thing. I couldn't even go past 6 pounds after the weight, and there was a deficiency or like there was some sort of problem I was having. I couldn't eat. I couldn't. It was just from the weight, and
Physiological.
I walk around this way all the time.
Yeah, you're not like, bro, I'm 150. You're like you're 150 and change. Like you're not cutting right now.
No, but for some odd reason, my body's accustomed to this weight. Not going.
You ain't got an ounce of fat on you, right?
I ain't gonna lie, what he's saying don't make sense to me. He's saying, your last two fights at 140, you couldn't go past 6 pounds after the weight. So you saying you was getting in the ring weighing 146 pounds, so you wasn't rehydrating at all? Like, or barely? Like, I just don't know, man. I don't know. I can't tell him what his body weighed, you know what I mean? But it just don't sound like it make a lot of sense. Sound
Not
like
necessarily.
Like, even pre camp, you're in shape.
I'm in shape. So it's just science, man. It's your body grows and those things.
Said,
like I seen
Spence was losing the first part of the Kell Brook fight. You remember he was down for a quick second, and then for a little bit and turned it around. Crush, what it do, bro? How you feeling?
a few things different. I think that Conor Benn in the fight with Progress, I seen him jumping too much. He wasn't stationed in certain areas. In the beginning of the rounds, he was moving way too much and trying to stay light and fight light in some way
Got
and
you.
quick.
Okay.
But it's not what we seen when he fought Eubank twice.
Well, then he was a lot heavier, and as you're saying, he's probably setting his feet and loading his power through that.
You know, he mentioned, I think I overheard him, he said like 3 years since he's made 147 or around that weight class.
Yeah.
Your body could definitely adapt from where you're at then going back down. It's going to have like a shock. So we call it. It's a shock to the body.
Next,
So I don't know. I think if that was a fight, then I would love Conor Benn to show the world that he is the best.
at 147 or to take on Ryan.
He's not the best.
Ryan. I
Not the
would love
best
that.
in no weight class.
However,
He's never
if,
been the
if
best.
I'm going off the body stuff, I got to give it to Ryan.
Okay, so you're looking at the intangibles, which is what you do because you're a fighter. Hamza Shiraz versus this version post-surgery Canelo.
Yeah, Hamza Shiraz.
There's, just so we know, I know like you were with Reynoso momentarily years ago.
Yeah, I don't care.
The problem, no one's like Teofimo.
No, I hear you, but I'm saying you're talking like this David and Goliath or this favorite versus underdog.
Boots is not Loma. Nowhere near.
Well, in this comparison, it's a bad one by me because I said in reverse because he hasn't got the belts.
Boots freaking.
Well, he's got.
Hold on, let me take
If
this
I
back.
pick the other men, oh man, you know why you picking them? Da da.
No, I don't care. It's your opinion. Give us a name. Pick one.
But it's like everyone has.
You
an
never
opinion.
sit on the fence.
Why does my opinion even matter more than the others?
Well, because no, it doesn't matter more. It doesn't matter more. It matters in this context of you giving it in a real time. Like I asked you Hamza Canelo, you went Hamza straight without a blink.
Yeah, but I think when it comes to those two,
Close fight.
it's because I want the best for Xander.
I know because you came up on shows together.
Not only that, like I met him when he came from Puerto Rico, didn't know not a word of English, only the bad ones. And you know, I want him to succeed, and I see where he's going with it.
Okay, so this one's too close to home for you. All right, no problem.
No, but I think Boots will win.
Okay.
I just think that if he was going to do that, get a couple more M's in his account, because you're putting everything on the line.
Right, but like you did against Loma, who was the heavy betting
But
favorite.
that's the problem. No one's like Teofimo.
No, I hear you, but I'm saying you're talking like this David and Goliath or this favorite versus underdog.
Boots is not Loma. Nowhere near.
Well, in this
Boots a beat piss and shit down Loma leg. To say Boots is not Loma is stupid. He way too big. That dude way too small. He'll punch Loma ass out the ring. He don't gotta be Loma to beat your ass. Get what I'm saying? You struggle with Loma that in that second half of the fight. So don't act like you just ran through him. Yeah, like to equate status to ability. Yeah, I'm the facts, yo. 5 Uber Eats orders before he pulled up. Jordan said, somebody said he don't read. This
comparison is a bad one by me because I said in reverse because he hasn't got the belts.
Boots freaking.
Well, he's got one, but he hasn't got the other two
But
belts.
Boots, he ducked to fight me contractually.
Oh my
Contractually.
Yeah,
Not allegedly.
No, on contractually. So
This man said Boots ducked him. It's crazy. Boots contractually ducked you. Is crazy. You was never in the same weight class with Jaron Ennis ever, yo. Shakur Stevenson just had a field day with you. Jaron Ennis will punch you out the ring somewhere, man. Contractually ducked you. No, he never entertained you. Boots never entertained no damn Teo fight. Never. Never wanted to fight you. You clout chased a bunch of people that you wasn't going to fight. You turned down a bunch of fights that was on the table, and you ran yourself into Shakur Stevenson and got embarrassed. And now you up here talking about you a black fighter in the Spanish body. And Boots contractually ducked you. When we know you turned down Matias, Raymond Moore, Ty, Kenneth Sims. Get what I'm saying? You turned down some people, bro. And you fought Steve Claggett.
when they say this and all that, but is it a well-tailored made fight for Boots to look excellent at 54? Yeah. So
Zaya's tough though.
Zayas is tough. He's incredibly tough. But it's one accurate thing. He doesn't move his head.
There's always that old adage though. It's if you lose, but how you lose,
Now,
right?
I could be definitely wrong. This is just an opinion. and I'm gonna probably get calls and this and that, and it's like,
Well, look,
but
I'm not going to
gonna
apologize.
answer you.
I'm not going to apologize for you.
But I'm not gonna answer.
Well,
you.
he's answered in so many different cryptic ways. It's fine. Dana White Eddie Hearn charity match, like the old MTV charity death match.
That's not happening.
No, but I'm saying if it like, let's play a game here
No,
now.
I don't want to play no game.
Okay, last one.
Because it's not like
No, this one is.
both those guys. The moment they throw a punch, they'll tear their bicep or some shit.
Eddie's in better shape than he was now. Now he's looking after himself the last few years. He lost it. He lost the puppy fat.
Yeah, but still, when you go into a fight, it's different.
No, but they're of a level, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. They're both like, it's a charity match. It's like an uncle fight. What happened then? How did it feel? Was it cool? Was it cordial? Or was it like always antagonistic? And how do you think, if the moons and the planets line up, you and Javante ever get it in the ring?
Never saw it.
You never watched it back?
No, I'm saying I never saw, like, whatever they post is clips that are like highlighted. But,
Oh no, I'm talking about the clip that's been viral for years from back in the day, you and him.
yeah, he couldn't. One thing he couldn't stop was my double right hands. That's for sure. He couldn't stop those. But I'm a much different guy, and he is too. So I don't know. Would love to get in the ring with him. I think any fight that he has right now is going to be the talk of town, talk of the sport at least.
You can't deny, Tank, that the Mayweather and co, they crowned him. He got the prince status.
So imagine that though.
Yeah.
You didn't fight really anybody if you want to go to it, right?
Bro,
You
it's the
fought-
model, man. It's their model.
But it works.
I don't like it, bro. I call it the PBC model, but it
Like-
myths. They sell culture. They don't sell fights. They sell culture.
The man hasn't even like really said anything lately, and we're talking about it.
No.
Exactly, and I don't know. Dude sound crazy. You gonna say the PBC don't sell fights? They sell culture. So what the fuck was Crawford and Spence? That wasn't a fight. Like, they just selling culture. What culture is they selling, and how would you know? They be saying some dumbass shit. All right, interviewer, don't get dumb, don't get cute. They don't sell fights. They sell culture. Shut the hell up, man. Shut up.
No, no. I brought him up because it's the end, and you didn't want to talk about hypothetically you and Ryan or you and Conor yet. So I threw out someone who's not active right now, just as a what if, because you have been in sparring with him years ago.
I get it. I'm just saying that.
And I'm not even looking for a got you, by the way.
It's pretty awesome to see how they do that. That's right.
Who is they?
The people that have brought him up, the plans and the way they worked on it.
The machinations, the engineering.
Man, that's some good sick work. Heck yeah.
Well, he's outdone Broner that he didn't go off the rails. He's not done what Floyd did, because Floyd fought everybody. Whether he fought them early or late or at the right time is another matter. You once said, and I don't know if you're the first person I heard to say, everybody wants to be Money Mayweather, no one wants to be Pretty Boy.
Yeah.
Elaborate.
Well, Pretty Boy had to work his way up to become Money Mayweather and earning the money. And I think that's the thing. The big issues that we're having today is why we're not seeing a unification between Devin Haney and Rolando Romero. Rolly, you know?
Still your friend?
How can I say? It's cordial, I guess. It's cordial. We're like friends, but
You had been friends, right?
Oh, for a long time, for many years.
Yeah, they be
I think
bugging,
now
bro.
it's
They
just
just be saying anything, man. They don't sell fights, they sell culture. So they just been selling culture the whole time, huh? No fights. So this shit just be dumb. Said Tank come back gonna take a tune up. Probably so. Probably so.
it's just that we're on the same page, and if it comes to a point, then yeah, okay. But there's no bad blood. But yeah, going back to that. Why is that fight not happening? Why is the Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia fight not happening as a unification? Big storyline, big drop.
Hopefully that does happen at 147.
But I think it's because it falls into like they're wanting 20 million, 15 million, 10 million. Not even 10 million. I don't even think they'll go for 10. They want 15, 20 million. They want these clauses. They want that clauses.
Well, this is the inflation now with the Saudi interest, right? The game's changed again now.
No, I don't know. I don't know about that. I think that it's just managers and ego and pride that gets involved. That I should be this and I should be that. A side, B side, A B conversation. See these nuts.
I thought, I thought, to be honest, since like fights have been happening, I feel
Weirdo.
like the A B side shit has kind of gone now. Not completely, but I feel like it's subsided way more now compared to when it was
The way this works, the way this business is looking, there is no A, there is no B when it comes to fighters.
There shouldn't be. There should just be a
No,
spectacle.
we're just the fighters.
Yeah, well, that's what it should be. It should be the spectacle, and in a perfect world, the best are fighting the best.
The A side is the network. The B side is the promotion.
Oh yeah, I get you. I know, but that makes sense. For example, if someone went
There
to
you go with all that A side, B side garbage. Now you see how he debunked that. He would have just said he was the A side. He would have said he sold all the tickets. That dude know damn well he did, even though he tried to allude to it. But this dude is delusional, man.
And the C is the fighters getting just guaranteed cash. That's it.
C for cash. You still didn't answer though how you feel it would go down. Let's not even hypothesize what weight, because God knows how that. Let's just say Javante's old, he's bulky, he's stocky. Let's just say you fight at 147 because you're going to 147. Let's say Tank.
Nah, that would probably wager, since there's no belt on the line, it would have to be where we meet in the middle.
So you're talking about catchment weight.
Yeah, I think that would be the only time to really make some excellent stuff happen.
But would you sell out in the sense of being rehydrated, closed off, and all that nonsense?
I don't do rehydration clothes.
You know he loves that shit.
Well, then I don't know what to tell them.
So it's a myth.
Nah, man, he don't love nothing. He only put it on 2 fighters, bro. Stop.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what to tell them. Like, look, I think everyone should call me out. Look what happened with the Shakur fight. Like, come on.
Styles make fights. The rock, paper, scissors doesn't work in boxing. You know that better than anyone. I like when I get casual saying, "Oh, he beat him. He knocked him out." I'm like, "Yeah, but bro, he lost to him."
Yeah,
Look at the 4 kings. They all beat or drew with each other.
Other than, like, Tommy Hearns knocked the hell out of Roberto Duran.
But then Duran, I hear you, but check it. Listen. He's still walking around strong now in his 70s. Duran, but check it. No, but check it. You're right. You're right.
I never seen the fight. And
But check it.
I was like,
But check it, bro. He went the distance with Hagler at 160, bro.
oh, that's tough.
Started at 135. Make that make sense.
I can't.
Gave Leonard, another top 5 of all time, top 10 of all, his first L.
Yeah.
They all beat each
first
other.
time.
They all beat
When
each
they
other.
fought
Yeah,
each other-
the
when
first
they
time.
fought. And then they waited. They plotted on it. They waited till
Stitched
he
him
was
up.
and stitched him up.
He was overweight.
He was overweight.
No mass.
And they said you got
People are going to say, I'm shilling, he fronting. He already said that he don't love Latin fighters like that. Duran was overweight. Duran was overweight.
What?
We all know Duran was
No,
overweight.
I did not say
No,
I
no, no.
love Latin
No,
fighters. I said
apologies.
that
You didn't idolize him coming up. Apologies.
As much.
Yes. I apologize. I spoke out of turn. But what I'm saying is, no, but you,
Yeah, we got to speak.
because someone has to win, someone has to lose.
When you try to play and you
It's
don't
almost
play
to the
right,
end. We
you
about
know?
to get
I mean,
Tito
if you
out.
try to play the game, you're gonna play it wrong.
You talk about you or Keith?
I'm speaking my turn.
Okay.
So,
But you went to Conor's fight the other night, so.
yeah, in support.
Yeah, not in support, but someone asked you if you'd like to fight him. You were like, I'd be. You didn't say no.
Yeah, because boxing's like that. You just never know.
No, but some guys like Shakur and Keyshawn won't fight.
Well, because they both said they wouldn't.
Yeah.
You know, for their reasons.
So you'd be open to fighting Conor if he can get down to 147 if it made sense for everybody.
It all depends on who is calling the shots. I guess I don't know. It's so weird.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The fighters don't call the shots no more.
But having said all of that, you started the whole thing by talking about your extracurricular activities and ideas alongside boxing, outside of boxing.
But once this Revival Act amendment comes through, that's different.
Tia been giving me some contractual game today.
It's gonna be a lot different. So they
Teofimo.
say like the UBO and all these extra things, but I still don't believe it. I still don't believe it.
But you're a big guy on manifesting.
Yeah, but I still don't believe it. This is like,
If you don't believe it, how can your dream come true?
no, like I just don't believe. I don't believe people no
Rob was
more.
good.
I just gotta do my own thing.
You're becoming a cynic now. Now you're getting older, you're getting thick-skinned, you're getting tired of the bullshit.
What's cynic?
Cynic when like you're a pessimist. You don't believe in shit until you see it happen, but you manifest.
No, because I believe before I see.
Yeah, you're big on manifestation.
Yeah, like it's just I don't want to play game no more.
Right, so you're saying, without saying it, that you'd rather make sure the business, the P's and Q's are on point behind closed doors with X, Y, or Z parties, instead of like jibber jabbering on the sidelines to try and make shit happen. You want shit to actually happen and then go, bang, we're doing this.
Doesn't that save time and energy?
That's how business is meant to be done.
Right?
But boxing's backward.
That's so weird though. Like it's just more like, yeah, you start this with this. There's people that literally call each other to start a fight. Did you know that?
Crawford and Spence.
No. Like,
No fool.
I'm not gonna name drop, but there's some guys that literally call each other.
Oh, you mean engineered beef?
Yes.
Okay. I thought you meant a real fight. Okay.
No.
Oh no, that's been happening in the music game in UK for years. Fake beefs.
Yeah, but then now you're getting a lot of music, and it's just a whole thing.
Bro, boxing and music are so similar. Honestly, it's all clicks, dodgy promoters, agents, managers, and fuckery networks. It's the same thing. Instead of networks, you got labels. It's the same shit, bro. It's like, but it's obviously. I'll say
It's like a podcast. This is a better move for a podcast.
Yeah,
It's good.
B Norm got a fight coming up too.
that's what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Listen, thank you for your time, Tio.
All right. Look.
We're gonna sign up. Ring Raps, Boxing Highs.
Leave all this. So if that's the set, like the whole set of it all, well, there you have
Do me a
it.
favor, hold the mic. I want to put myself out of my misery. Perfecto.
Did it work?
Absolutamente. You sign up. It's Ring Raps and Boxing Highs. I'm Ring Raps. We're on Boxing Highs.
We're on Boxing Highs.
Yeah, it's the biggest Instagram in boxing.
That's tough.
That's my boy Christian. Big up Christian.
Christian.
We collaborate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Ring Raps. I'm Ring Raps. I'm the guy that does the boxing raps and shit.
That's cool. How can I close this?
No pressure, man. It's your mic now. Do what you want.
Yeah, no. I appreciate it. Thank you. Well, you heard a lot. You heard a lot. They're gonna twist my words like they twist on Twizzlers.
This is going on YouTube uncut. The only cuts will be on Instagram, as in clips. We cannot. That's the nature of the business.
This is what I mean. So,
But there will be no edits on YouTube. No.
if you really want to see everything, just go on Boxing Highs. What's the channel?
Yeah, it was good,
That's it.
bro.
Boxing Highs.
Boxing Highs.
Boxing Highs.
You go on Boxing Highs, and shout out to Ring Raps. Now, when it comes to everything that I've mentioned, some bits are not true. Some things are in the gray line. And everything else that I've mentioned is for entertainment purposes. So, what does that all mean for you all? Do what you please
That's
with it.
stupid. Yeah.
Do what you like for it. I will be back soon. The matter of when and who, that's still up in the air, and that's for you guys to probably push. I can only do so much as a fighter to give you guys the best content and the best shows, but you guys have the best thing in boxing overall. You guys have the power to make these fights doable and possible. If you put out the fights that you really want and you consistently put it out there, the boxing business may just turn the cheek and make a fight happen like that, especially with the draws that are coming in. That's on you guys. You really want to see these guys fight each other? You mention it, you put it and shove it down everybody's throats. That's it. That's probably like the best way to look at it. It's like the world today. If we all united together, they can't fuck with us. But that takes time and takes everybody an effort to really want to push.
Unity after talking about black.
And now finishing it off, I'm Teofimo Lopez, the Takeover. Yes, the Takeover. 22-2, 13, and Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he said he a Hall of Famer.
Come in under in order. I said I will fight Dalton Smith. Why? Because I will wash him up real quick. Go out England, UK, wherever. Wash him up in his hometown. Get the international money. Boom. Come back here. Have hometown, basically. Backyard still. New York. The Barclay. See Richard Hitchens. Come on. Unification. Let's get it. I got 2 belts now. Let's get it done. Get his title. And Shakur, I said him last. Why? Because it need to be a build-up. They still criticize Shakur for his victories. You can't take away from what he's done. 3 division champion, stuff like that. Like
4 division, Gary. 4.
You can't dispute what he did. He got the titles.
4. Gary.
The accolades, he got it. The credentials, he
4
got
divisions now.
Exactly. You gotta get this man his flowers right now. Y'all hate on him, say he can't punch, say he run. Don't matter. This ain't the same thing about Floyd. Guess what? The credentials, he earned them and he got them. Y'all can't say nothing about that. I say I will fight Shakur last because I want that to be a build-up. So when I do see him, the fans can't dispute who he's fighting. I'm more than a worthy opponent for him. If he was to beat me at that point, they can't say nothing to Shakur. They cannot. I'm trying to tell you, I don't believe it would be anything the fans could say, because when the fans see me fight, they know I'm full of tenacity, I'm full of entertainment, and I'm not no dumb fighter. I'm not just out here on some rock'em sock'em stuff. I come to work and get the job done. I'm more than a worthy fighter and an opponent for Shakur. The build-up will be good to go out England when.
Stuff sound good.
Your division to get into
it's
the
longer
topics,
version,
man.
I believe, y'all. Shout out to Mill City.
You know, I know that you're working things out with you because, you know, this lots of things are going on with PBC. I mean, we've been hearing that they're only doing events.
I mean, it's a lot of stuff going on with all of these networks right now. It's a lot of merging, a lot of new networks are just getting put on. You know what I mean? Everybody is starting to get more business savvy. That's what it is. I mean, it's a good thing, but due to it occurring, it's putting.
The thing is, he's like, even with Shakur having the one fight, people will want to see that fight with Shakur right now. It's no for sure bet that you're getting Dalton Smith and then Richardson Hitchens and then Shakur last in a perfect world. Yeah, but you gotta strike while the iron is hot. Make the fight with whoever's available at the time. Out of any of those guys that got the belts, but being undisputed at 140 as long as Shakur holding the belt is not going to be easy. So you could try to save him for last and talk about building the fight all you want. Mess around and don't make it to that fight messing with him, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they always say 3 division. They forgetting it's 4. You know what I'm saying? It's 4.
In a hot position. So in due time, everything will go back rolling smoothly, you know, with all the networks and stuff. But my goal stays the same.
Yeah, just not right now, Jordan.
Need to be undisputed.
Down the line.
Who got the title?
He said people still criticize Shakur for his performances. That's why he got to build that one up. Man, Hitchens over there on Zuffa, that shit ain't going to happen easy. PBC working with Zuffa, maybe. Who knows? But then you got Dalton Smith. I don't know. I don't see all that just working out that in his favor. That
Twizzy. But why are you running off Hitchens out of the division, bro? He running over.
Who that?
Listen to this.
That's HLD.
HLD.
You just ran Hitchens out of the division, man. He ran to Zuffa, bro. You don't want that smoke for that unification.
Listen. I ain't do nothing to that boy. He wanted to leave.
Your presence, bro. Your presence.
It was a business move. But look, call me. Come on.
What you think about, you know, him signing to Zuffa? I guess, you know, the news came out yesterday.
I mean, I think it was a business move. Even that last move he pulled, man, I felt like it was some shit, you know, because he was on the card, and then the day after he got sick, only thing I could think about
the same day.
Once we losing weight, your body is accessible to, you know.
Yeah, he really called him Tweezy like he know him. He tried to get right with the jock riding. Why you chase Hitchens out? Shut up, man. That ain't why Hitchens left. Shut up. People be just saying anything, bro.
Illnesses, because you stripping yourself, you know, so head colds and stuff like that, you can easily catch it, you know. But overnight, a food poison, I think you just want to see me work. It's like, oh, let me and because you know he ducked the dude I fought.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, step aside. Andy Aroka, I don't want to see you. Step aside. A lot of people step aside and Andy Aroka.
Antoine, he made weight the next morning. He made weight the next morning for the IBF 10-pound rehydration. He was joking around with Robert Garcia, and they were all like, ooh, hoo, ha, ha. And then, you know, 3 hours before the fight, I think he got a call from Zuffa, bro. He got a call from Zuffa, bro.
Like, oh, hey, go. He deserved to go to Zuffa or whatever, because he playing, man. Come on, I don't know what
when people laugh like that, they fanned the fuck out. Or he called that man Tweezy, like they know each other. Man, I'll never do that. Look, shit happens, man. I know the way the way everything materializes, it looks a bad look for Hitchens. It's like he trying to save face, but I mean, we don't know what happened. People get sick, and sometimes they don't make it to fights. I know his manager say, you know, it could have been from the weight, could have been food poisoning, it could have been a number of things, but he did throw up and vomit a couple times after making the weight, and they decided not to go with the fight. So I'll just leave it there. But let's see how he rebound from this situation, because right now his name ain't good in the boxing circles, man. Yeah, facts. Nah, that's real shit though, Jordan.
What are you doing?
So it doesn't seem like he will be participating in the IBF anytime soon. I mean, they don't have a 140-pound division over there.
They might strip him. That's what might happen. They might strip him.
Joe was good.
What do you think they're gonna do?
I think they're gonna make him hurry up and fight a unification.
But do you feel like it'll be easy to do business, you know, with guys? I mean, we see Regis, you know, he's doing business, you know, this weekend.
Nah, he said what happened. He talked about it. He talked about it briefly, but it's like he dancing around it a little bit, though. You know what I'm saying? Africa versus Shakur. Africa say he would fight him, but I doubt it, man. Shakur beat him. Africa not beating Shakur, in my opinion.
With Conor Benn, but like to go to Zuffa. Like, you think that it would be easy for a PBC fighter like yourself to go to Zuffa and do business?
Listen, talent sells. If you got the goods, you can go anywhere and have a comfortable business connection with anybody.
I like that.
If you got it, that's like saying, Floyd, do you feel like it'd be cool for you to go to? They would love to have.
I'm hearing Hitchens might be allowed to fight for his belt against Lindolfo Delgado. So we got to see. I'm hearing he might not get stripped, but it's gonna create some type of rift, because if you stripped Opataya and not Hitchens, it's gonna look crazy. So you get what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, yo. So it's going for that damn Zuffa trophy belt. Like, come on, man. That shit crazy. So I'm going to keep an eye on that situation. I can't wait to see what happens and if they allow him to fight for the belt or do they strip him of some kind. I can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see it. I'm hearing he might be allowed to defend that title at 140 against Delgado. It's crazy, but we got to see. Maybe they might make an exception. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's going to cause a rift, bro. Like, you can't strip one guy and then let the next guy keep it. It's going to look, it's going to look crazy, bro. It's going to look crazy. It's going to look wild. And Jal Patai got his jaw wired for that damn belt. You know what I'm saying? Missed funerals and shit for that belt. And y'all strip him and then allow Hitchens to not only fight and keep his title, but fight at a weight class that y'all don't even got. Because Zuffa don't got a 140 division. So, I mean, so it's crazy. It might be, you know, I'm hearing the situations is a little bit different, though, with Hitchens and Jal Patai. So we'll see how it plays out. Tiger versus Africa, good fight. Yeah. Again, listen to what I'm saying. From what I'm hearing, and I'll double check it, but from what I heard, they might allow him to fight Lindolfo Delgado for that title, Hitchens. So we got to wait and see if that's what they're going to allow him to do. But I did hear that. Shout out to Ron from the 6, man. Y'all hit that like button, man. Sub to the channel. Let's rock out. But so we'll see. I'll double check on that. But I think that is the situation.
Any network would love to have Floyd because you got the goods. If you got the goods, the business is going to compensate. I promise you. I just
believe that the IBF will do the Hitchens the same way they did Jaya Pataya and strip him.
It's possible. It's possible. It's possible because a lot of people start to say, "Oh, like you're boring, guy. You're boring. You're boring. Come fight."
I'm tired of the boring narrative, bro. Everybody can't be an action-packed fighter. Boxing is not that. Africa is a technically sound, I think world-class boxer, bro. Really smart in there. Really smart, sharp. The tools that he do have, he use them well, bro. And he's not going to be an easy guy to beat. All that boring shit is just, I'm tired of that. Because the same guys that be saying they, all exciting, they'll get in a fight when it's against the right person. And next thing you know, now they going from being super exciting to boxing. We seen that shit with Conor Benn. Shit, Gary Antoine had to box. He ain't have his typical kind of showing against Andy Hiroka. He had to figure that shit out. That wasn't no easy fight. So every fight ain't going to be entertaining. Every style ain't going to be super entertaining. But the fact of the matter is that miss me with the entertainment shit. Can you fight? Can you fight? Can you win? Hitchens is a winner and he can fight. He can box his ass off. So, hey, I just want to see him make the fights, man, and prove what I've been thinking for a while, that he one of the more talented guys in the sport. Man, he going to have them Zuffa trunks on. That's where it's going to be. That shit going to look crazy, man. The Zuffa gear is wild.
Fight somebody that's going to make the fight entertaining.
And again, he claiming he got a nutritionist and stuff. He said he was making the weight, eating whatever he wanted for the longest. He's saying now he got a nutritionist, so he doing it differently. So I don't know. I just want to know what he going to do at Zuffa, and if they're going to force 47 or if they're going to allow him a one-off at 140. Like, what are they going to do with his situation? I just don't know.
Like, you know what I mean? That's what I say. All of my fights, action-packed. All of my fights is action-packed. You even like, oh, hold on, somebody about to go. Or, whoa, this is interesting. Hold on, let me see something now. Like my last fight against this guy, Andy Hiroka, Japa nigga. I give 3 rounds.
No lie. No lie.
I give him 3 rounds because one of the rounds, I just stayed in front of him a little too long. I was weathering the storm. Back in the day, Muhammad Ali would call it the rope-a-dope. People keep asking, was he hurting you with those body shots?
Hey,
like,
what's
nah.
up?
If you was paying attention, you'll see I'm catching them, and I would just stand too stationary.
Yeah.
That's when my brother was like, man, like, you pissing me off, man. Pivot him.
Yeah, yo, he was hot in the corner, bro.
Yeah, he was real hot. But I mean, it was needed. Constructive criticism, you know what I mean? We did to get a job done. And we did. I feel like
Oscar Van Dam.
It was a landslide. We won convincingly. And for those commentators who's out there talking, Timothy Bradley definitely. Man, like, if you want a bone, just say that, Tim, man. Like, I used to respect you, but now you just saying a lot of bogus stuff, doing a lot of bogus stuff. But hey,
they know he dragging his feet with that. Since when have you ever heard him talk about building a fight up? Since when you ever heard him talk about somebody performances as to why you won't fight him? You just said the guy in Dalton Smith because he not that good. This shit is crazy. Dudes got picks, they got favorites, and they got specific ways they want to go about approaching these fights. And I need for everybody that was yelling at, why Shakur won't fight Gary Antoine next, man? They should just fight. They should just unify. Do Gary Antoine Russell sound like he's trying to fight Shakur Stevenson next? And no, I'm not saying scared, ducking, none of that. But does that sound like that's on his list of things to do next? Do it sound like it's on his list of things to do after that? Nope. Try to save him for last. And we know how that worked, man. So I don't want nobody asking again why they ain't fighting each other when the guy on the other side just talked about fighting them last. In a perfect world, would it being undisputed or something with him collecting the other belts? Nah, man, that shit ain't gonna work like that.
Opinions are like assholes. Everybody got one. Timothy Brady was saying a lot of bogus stuff. Like I was losing the fight completely since round one.
It sounds.
Are you kidding me? Shakur Stevenson had to come out his own bag and was like, "What you talking about? He's winning this round. Gary Russell is winning this round. He's making it look easy."
Anton, one thing I do know, ain't nobody trying to line up to fight that dude.
Who that?
Hirioka, and ain't nobody trying to fight that dude.
Exactly. Everybody, he was getting mad. It was some memes out here saying, "Man, this Japanese getting rich off step aside money." I said, hey, if that's his hustle, man, those out there that don't want to fight him, he's willing to pay that step aside money, so be it. That's not how I get down. That's never how I got down.
Didn't your brother go on the Porterway podcast and say he would beat Shakur Stevenson and Hirioka?
I believe I did see that. You know, because Styles make fights.
Styles make fights my ass, man. Y'all, just because you had a tough time with Andy Hirioka don't mean Shakur would. Y'all got to stop putting these fucking random ass people on the level of proven fighters, and it's a little annoying. Stop thinking. Let me guess. Alberto Puello will beat Shakur too because he beat Gary, right? Y'all sound dumb, man. And again, the reason why I start kicking up like this, because when we start talking about Styles make fights, what kind of style do he got? He a boxer, right? Boxer, puncher. Hey, man, all these dudes boxer punchers nowadays. That's their favorite shit to say. Andy Hirioka ain't beating no Shakur because Gary Russell had a tough time. And neither the hell is, what's the other guy? Alberto Puello. You get what I'm saying? Get the hell out of here, man. Ain't nobody lining up to fight Andy Hirioka. People been avoiding Shakur Stevenson for years. We just now hearing about Andy Hirioka. Nobody miss me with that shit. You beat him, Shakur beat him too. How did you beat Andy Hirioka? You didn't stop him. You didn't drop him. You wasn't hurting him left and right. You outboxed him. And I'm saying this and standing on it. I haven't seen none of these dudes show me that they're a better boxer than the guy that they talking about. All this action shit, man. How are you good, bro? Can you beat everybody that's in front of you? Can you deal with any and every style that's in front of you? Get the hell out of here, man. Shout out to Jay. What's good with it, homie? Shit be crazy to me, man. Yeah, Shakur fighting that. He said fighters at 135 and 140 come get your issue. That's where he fighting at. Said unless he had a big opportunity somewhere else, then that's the weight classes he gonna be at. But I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm tired of hearing this. Oh man, because y'all go out there and have a tough time now. Andy Hirioka beat Shakur. Shut up, man. I'm serious, man. Like seriously, bro. Seriously. Boxing, like ain't nobody trying to fight that unnecessary ass dude. Y'all lucky y'all got through it, man. I'm telling you, bro. I know he not beating no Shakur, no Andy Hirioka, and none of them other dudes. I'm telling you, man. I swear I hope they make this fight so people can see what I've been telling y'all all this time. Shout out to Blue. What's good with it, homie? Let's keep rolling, y'all. Hit the like button, everybody. Support the ground.
Yeah.
See, Andy Hirioka, he's a dangerous fighter.
He is.
He's a dangerous fighter. We just took his...
Ain't no fight. Hey, what's the most dangerous thing about him? Ain't nobody more dangerous than what Shakur be bringing to the ring in terms of being the reason you lose. He don't give you them opportunities, man.
His tools from him. You know what I mean? He no longer had a tool bag. That's why that one round you seen him coming for, he had to come heavy because he knew he was down. Low blows. He's doing that because he's frustrated. He knew he was down. You don't have to speak English to know that you're losing or getting your ass whooped. He knew he was losing. His father knew he was losing. I say, man, look, he ain't coming at us like how we thought he was going to come at us, son. You got to go with him now. That's what happened. So he tried to be the aggressor one of them rounds, and I was just too stationary. Was he hurting me? No. All I had to do was take a little pivot. Once I started pivoting him, he almost fell through the ropes. Small adjustments, you know what I mean? And I got to pat myself on the back for taking in those constructive criticism instructions, you know what I mean? Because a lot of fighters, they get overwhelmed or they just so far knee deep into the fight.
Wasn't Gary saying you pissing me off? Wasn't Gary going in that corner over there?
Anxiety just flare up. I don't know. They thinking about the crowd. They thinking about looking good. Look, once a guy in there, and they throwing punches at you, it's not nothing that you should be thinking about. No crowd, no nothing other than whooping this guy's ass, following the instructions your corner is giving you, and executing it. Everything else, I don't care for that. Of course, I want to get a crowd and the fans their money's worth. This is what I do.
Yeah, I loved your brother's energy in the corner with you, man. He took control of the situation that needed to be taken in control and try to get your mind right to what has to be done. And I got all respect for your big bro. He's a great trainer, bro.
Man, look, that's what the coach is supposed to do. Now, I know cheerleader. Come on, you gotta work hard. Come on, you gotta get this man. Like, give instructions. You telling me to get this man. You gotta work hard.
I'm not gonna lie, but the instruction that he was giving you in the corner, it wouldn't even need to be said to Shakur because he would have been doing this shit already. You needed to be coached up in that fight to beat this dude. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing at all, but y'all just approach to fights is so much different, man. And I'm sick of this, oh, styles make fights shit. Man, you talking if you're telling me these dudes is going to box with Shakur, I'm going to say they're going to probably lose. Fuck, like I haven't seen it, man. Andy Hiroka said the body shots hurt me. Finance TV, my dog was good when he said Gary Jr. knew Antoine was making the fight harder than it needed to be. Right. That's a fact. That's true. True indeed. Damn sure was. Let's keep going, man.
We did hard work in the gym. I don't need you to say work harder here. Like, give me some valid instructions. Critique me in real time.
I like what Gary's saying,
though. Prepared for because you saw what he was doing on footage. Come fight night, he can change. He can change the whole game plan, and he's not that same fighter. At that point, you would then have to make adjustments on the fly, and you got to take heed to that. That's all that was. That was just good corner work, great corner work, and a coach being a thorough coach. You don't got a lot of thorough coaches out here. You just got cheerleaders, motivational speakers. That.
Hold on, y'all. We ain't done.
What do you think going out with this new plan that they got?
I think everybody knows styles make fights. But let me be a little more clear about what I mean, why I'm tired of hearing it. Because we hear it without the proper explanation as to what style it is that you're talking about. And more recent times, you hear it when we talking about boxers, bro. Like, I don't feel like Andy Hiroka has the most difficult style to figure out. I think the thing that makes him difficult, he can box, he got talent, he's pretty rangy, got some height and reach to him. Maybe that'd be the most, the biggest challenge. But all this style shit, like, everybody don't just have a difficult ass style to figure out because you had a tough time figuring out that, like, these dudes be boxing for real. Like, it ain't like they going out here being super awkward, and I'm tired of hearing that. Like, without the proper explanation or context to it, right? Like, they're overusing a term that I love, like the styles make fights, because we all know that. But what style is it that you're talking about? What is it that these guys possess that the other guys don't? That's why I don't like hearing that. Some of these dudes got the pedigree to deal with all these different styles. So all that styles make fight shit, yeah, it applies, but not in the same way it does with a guy that can struggle, as you seen Andy giving, Gary some difficult moments in there. That's all. You know what I mean? I ain't saying he's just an easy guy to beat, but smarter fighter wins the fight. Ron Sims, that's my favorite thing to say. I've been saying that forever, bro. But style shouldn't be the way why a fight is or isn't made. That's an absolute fact. I agree.
They got with Top Rank
and Andy too, bro.
And having an Albright rematch.
I mean, that's good. I don't give a damn. I mean, shout out to Keyshawn, because he's in 140 right now. He's in 140 now.
Yep.
Exactly. He's climbing the ladder. Why not? Keep making yourself known. Keep whooping ass. This is what you're in the business for, to whoop ass and look good, make your money. Me personally, I'm on all focus when it comes to titles and unifications. Other than that, I'm not tripping off of nobody. Keyshawn, I feel like he will beat this dude. If you want my honest opinion about how the fight would go, I feel like Keyshawn will beat him. Now this guy, he's rangy. He's gonna try to stay away from Keyshawn once he starts feeling his power and seeing that Keyshawn is he's more intellectual than what a lot of people thought he was. You know, he gonna start seeing Keyshawn's smarts. You know, Keyshawn gonna give him angles. He's not gonna stand there in front of this guy, even though he's a longer fighter. That doesn't mean anything. You still gotta hit me in order to be effective. You know what I mean? Keyshawn not about to sit there. I feel like Keyshawn, he got more dog than Shakur. You know, he gonna bring a fight. He's gonna want to hurt this guy. He gonna try to get him out. You know, and due to his raw talent, I feel like this dude, he can beat this guy. Keyshawn got talent. You know, this dude that fought Frank Martin, I saw him fight Frank Martin, shorter guy, once again, southpaw and stuff like that. And the fight was really a slouch fight. Man, it was a slum fight for real to me. You know, he caught Frank Martin with a little hook or double hook. Bow, bow. Buzzed him up, too. Buzzed him up. You know, he bounced back.
Buzzed him up.
Those type of things happen in fights. It's not the first time somebody got buzzed up or knocked out or dropped. It happens, you know what I mean? Frank Martin bounce back was good. He recovered good, you know, but the fight itself was still a slummy fight. I don't feel like Keyshawn fight versus the same guy would be a slummy fight. And I'm going with Keyshawn as a victor. This guy ain't showed me that when he fought Frank Martin. The only thing he showed me is that he can sing.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
So Albright didn't show you nothing against Frank Martin? Huh? He gave Frank Martin hell, bro. He almost beat him. That shit was a draw, but low key, I think Albright should have got the edge. And nah. He said he ain't showing nothing, but he can sing. I ain't saying that fight beats Keyshawn Davis, but they were two totally different fighters anyway, Keyshawn and Frank. But I think Albright showed a great account of himself against Frank Martin. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, other than that, he ain't really showed me nothing, man. He
ain't really showed me
hold
nothing, man.
He didn't show you no power, didn't he? Drop Frank?
I mean, he buzzed him. He buzzed and let a female put these gloves on.
He buzzed
and try her hardest.
I thought Albright got it.
I guarantee you,
I thought
in your back
Albright
pockets,
beat
those
Frank.
little gloves, man, it feel like knuckles. Especially when they freshly bust out the bag. Come on, man. These thoughts not even broke it in. Frank Martin he wasn't being obedient. And due to that, he got caught. What I'm saying, this guy's skills, he really didn't have no true skills. Frank Martin was just like neutralizing them for real. But I'm just saying, the fight itself was a slummy fight. I feel like Keyshawn taking Frank Martin position against that same guy, fighting that guy, it will be a more entertaining fight.
Right.
And I got Keyshawn winning.
Going back to your fight with Andy Aroka, you know, at the end of the fight, you mentioned something. You know, that the commentator asked you a couple questions. You know, for the fans that, you know, didn't get clarification, because, you know, you only get like a minute or two. Or if you're Albright, you get 3 minutes to sing.
Yeah, go ahead and say the national anthem for the last man. Come on, man. Ain't nobody try to hear that.
You know, they were mentioning the champions in your division. You had to say about each and every
bona fide crash out
on the mic. Can you just like clarify for the fans, for the people that know exactly what you meant that night?
I'm glad you brought it up, because some people was like, "Oh, Gary's scared or ain't ready for Shakur Stevenson." I'm like, what the hell? Where did you get lost in the translation? Because that's never the case. Bang, bang, rest of the game. We don't duck nothing. We for all of the smoke. Come on, we be on everybody's ass. At this point, we just on something. I'm going for the title, going to be undisputed. Anybody that's in the way, y'all got to get out the way. If y'all not trying to see me, move, because y'all wasting my time at this point. Y'all in the way. My mandatories, I got to deal with you, but I'm going to deal with you. I'm not going to just be overlooking you just because you're not someone who has a title. Nah, These mandatory fighters, sometimes they be journeymen and all of that.
That's
So I'm not
facts,
going to
Jordan.
overlook that. Never duck any smoke. People duck Andy Aroka. I was the only one. I was like, bring that ass. I will deal with you because I got to get through you to.
I'm not gonna lie, I ain't hear nobody duck Andy Hiroka. I ain't hear nobody was supposed to fight him but Gary. Like I ain't hear nobody not fighting him. Like where are they getting this from? Like so Andy Hiroka the boogeyman now. Fact Shakur got a title last. What's good with it? That's why he like I'm almost for this undisputed. So go for the guy that'll fight you the most because you ain't about to get Dalton Smith or Hitchens next. That's not happening. Got better chance of
accomplish this whole goal of mine, becoming undisputed. Now, I named those champions in order. I said I will fight Dalton Smith. Why? Because I will wash him up real quick. Go out England, UK, wherever. Wash him up in his hometown. Get the international money. Boom. Come back here. Have hometown, basically. Backyard still. New York. The Barclay. See Richard Hitchens. Come on. Unification. Let's get it. I got 2 belts now. Let's get it done. Get his title. And Shakur, I said him last. Why? Because it need to be a build-up. They still criticize Shakur for his victories. You can't take away from.
Yo, I'm done with the internet. I'm not even saying nothing. I ain't criticizing nothing. I'm just gonna laugh at it. Yo, just know the bar is different when it comes time to fight him. People start considering his performances, how he looked. Yeah, we need to build it up, save him for last. It's gonna be the biggest fight. This shit be bogus, bro. That's why I be laughing, bro. It need to be built up. Yeah, okay, no problem. I ain't even gonna hold. All right, bet. Build it up. Need to be built up.
People duck Andy Aroka. I was the only one. I was like, bring that ass. I will deal with you because I got to get through you to accomplish this whole goal of mine.
I ain't gonna call him no duck though. I never do that to Gary, but for me, I'm only laughing like that because it be people that be going crazy. Well, why he need to fight Gary next? They don't fight nobody else. Nah, Gary and Shakur, the unification to make, and then it'd be like they'll ask why, and then you'll hear the fighter explain his order of things and the way he wanted, and then they'll still be like, but he won't fight him next. Stupid,
champions in order. I said I will fight Dalton Smith. Why? Because I will wash him up real quick. Go out England, UK, wherever. Wash him up in his hometown. Get the international money. Boom. Come back here. Have hometown, basically. Backyard still. New York. The Barclay. See Richard Hitchens. Come on. Unification. Let's get it. I got 2 belts now. Let's get it done. Get his title. And Shakur, I said him last. Why? Because it need to be a build-up. They still criticize Shakur for his victories. You can't take away from what he's done.
His last 2 fights, I mean, it kind of changed the narrative on him. So he a little late to be talking about this, maybe 3-4 fights ago. But Padley, Zepeda, T.O., I don't think you could complain about neither one of those performances. None of them. So I don't think they still criticize him. I think he's a little bit late on that, but I get where you're going because, you know, it's still people that run their mouth. But I don't think that's any reason to delay a fight being made. Me personally, but it is what it is.
3 division champion, stuff like that. Like you can't dispute what he did. He got the titles, the accolades. He got it. The credentials.
4 divisions now.
Exactly. You got to get this man his flowers right now. Y'all can hate on him, say he can't punch, say he run. Don't matter. They say the same thing about Floyd. Guess what? The credentials, he earned them, and he got them. Y'all can't say nothing about that. I say I will fight Shakur last because I want that to be a build-up. So when I do see him, the fans can't dispute who he's fighting. I'm more than a worthy opponent for him. If he was to beat me at that point, they can't say nothing to Shakur. They can't. They cannot. I'm trying to tell you.
So is it Shakur that need to be built up, or is it you that need to be built up? Because why would you be more than worthy, and why wouldn't they be able to say nothing to you? So you need the 3 belts to be a worthy of Shakur? I could twist it a little bit. Is that what you're saying? Know what I'm saying? For the people to see that you're worthy. I'm just asking. I'm just talking, man. Gary, my guy, man. Gary, my guy. Gary. I'm not killing. Shout out to Al Book. I'm not killing him. I ain't saying nothing. I ain't saying nothing bad about Gary. I just say the way it's being presented is the fight that people are demanding that Shakur have next is a fight that, by the fighter's own admission, would be down the line. So that's the frustrating part. Like, they be ignoring what Gary is saying, and then they'll be like, well, why won't you fight him next? And then you'll hear this, and they'll be like, well, yeah, he just want to collect the belts. That's because he want to be undisputed. He want to save Shakur for last. They start justifying it. But if this is any other fighter talking about fighting the easy guys first and then saving the other guy for last and waiting till it's before, like, you give him, it's just a little, no weird.
I don't believe it would be anything the fans could say, because when the fans see me fight, they know I'm full of tenacity, I'm full of entertainment, and I'm not no dumb fighter. I'm not just out here on some rock and sock 'em stuff. I come to work and get the job done.
Gary,
I'm more than a worthy fighter and an opponent for Shakur. The build-up will be good to go out England, win, come back to New York, win, and then say, hey, Shakur, let's do this. Business-wise, I feel like that's the proper way to do it, realistically.
Because, yeah, fans were asking me, yo, you got to ask Twan, because they're like, did he see something in the Teofimo Lopez fight that he said that after the fight? And I was like, nah, I think it was more on the status, if anything.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a smart move. Like, come on, networks don't have fights on the same day because they try to make the most out of their show. They want people to tune in. I feel like that build-up.
That fight, when they fought, Xander Zayas fought for a title the same day, and Josh Kelly fought for a title on the same day.
Exactly, but that's stupid though. It's stupid because not only is it stupid business-wise, but it's stupid when you're looking at it from the point of. I don't know which one to watch now. Like, I want to watch both of them. And you got people just jump.
That's all I was saying. It sounded like he needed to be built up more than Shakur. That's all. Like, you know what I mean? He the way he said it and then the way he painted it out, that would be building you up for you to be a credible opponent so they can't complain about who he fighting. That's what it sounded like. Let me be very, very clear with my words because I don't want to be misunderstood. You will never hear me. I don't push duck narratives, and I'm damn sure ain't going to push them on a guy that I don't think is ducking anything. But I've said this all along. People have options. They have priorities. They have favorites. They have picks. I've said this all along. And a lot of times, Shakur Stevenson don't never be first on these dudes' lists. None of them. Since I can remember, every time he's never first on nobody's list as a guy to go after. And that's just being real. So it don't matter if you fight him first, second, or last, man. If you fight him, it's a great fight. Him and Gary would be a really good fight, entertaining. It'll be a 2-belt unification if it was to happen next. Obviously, we know it's not, but it's a good fight if it ever happens. Gary ain't no duck. I think he, I get it. He got a vision, and he feel like that could be a big fight. And low-key, maybe he feel like it could be the best challenge. Who knows? He ain't say that, but it wouldn't be crazy to believe it.
Jumping back and forth. You're not getting the full spectrum. Everybody's not tuning into this one championship fight. It's not smart. It's not ethical.
Right.
You know what I mean? So build up. Let it be a build up before I see Shakur. Why just get a title, defend my title, and be like, hey, Shakur, I want you because you're the best at the division. I mean, I can do that, but he can easily decline. He's like, nah, I got something else coming up. Why? Business-wise. Wouldn't be smart. Let it build.
So there you go. He's saying, yeah, he could do what y'all saying do, but he keeps saying build it up. Notice it don't be Shakur. That's all I'm saying. I ain't saying that Gary ain't said shit wrong, but he ain't the one talking about build it up. He's not the one doing that. These dudes be saying his name, and then when it's like, oh, you gonna fight him? It'd be like, you know, well, he can build it up, you know, because his performances and like, yo, the last thing these dudes want to do is wait for Shakur to get any more experience, to get any better to fight him. But at the end of the day, he knows, I think that could be the trickiest fight. And maybe if he do collect 2 other titles and have 3, that is a unification. It would be a big fight. I ain't gonna say the biggest fight, but I think it'd be a big fight, impactful fight if it's a 4-belt unification. But I mean, a undisputed fight. But look, I just want to be clear. These dudes have a method or a strategy as to how they approach a Shakur Stevenson fight. And it's not just, oh, I'm going to fight him next. It's not that. It's never that. It's never that. It's never that. You heard somebody else say something about his performances before too, and that's why they wouldn't fight. I'm like, bro, you not waiting for Shakur to have a great performance to want to fight him. That's not it. Like that shit is garbage. You might as well say you don't even want to fight him. But I get what Gary is saying, you know what I'm saying? But I know he definitely ain't just running straight to that fight next, because he said it out his mouth, right? So you want more paydays and you want to milk this championship. I don't think it's milk, because if he did talk about fighting all champions, so I respect it. I don't care what order you face him. If you fighting other champions, I ain't complaining. If you fighting other credible guys, I ain't complaining. You got to fulfill mandatories, I ain't complaining. You know what I mean? But I'm glad we got the clarity as to why, or as to how he would go about making that fight, because he said it. You know what I'm saying? Building up, like, come on, champ. Yeah, I feel you. I mean, anything can happen in the process of trying to build up a fight, business, 13. Somebody could end up losing. Somebody could go in another direction. Anything. The belt could change hands. Like, it's a lot that could happen, man. So it's really hard to plan a fight, because that would be 3 fights down the line. Dalton, Smith, Richardson, Hitchens, then Shakur. It's hard to plan fights 3 fights down the line and everything go to fruition, and you get to go through the gauntlet, as you will, and you get to get one championship fight after the next. That's really hard to pull off. That's not easy. Shout out to MLC. Some people still say he got Puello problems, man. So I won't be at 140 after 2 more fights. He not small. I don't think he is either. But it's funny, behind the hands, he said he could make what did he say? He said he could make 135 a while back. He had said that. Shout out to Money. What's good with it, bro? Smith is not a talented, but he not sweet. Yeah, Gary get hit too clean to be on all around his world shit, overlooking guys. Yeah, but hey, man, he get hit. You seen him lose. You seen him struggle with a boxer. You seen him lose to a boxer. You seen it. That's all, you know. But we'll see, man. Shout out to Gary. Like I said, I just want to be clear. I ain't in the business of calling this dude no duck. I don't think he a duck, but I think he got a plan as to how you get to the Shakur Stevenson fight, and it's not as simple as saying, I got a title, you got a title, let's fight next. He just said that. I could say that, but, basically you want to build it up. Make of that what you will. I know if the shoe were on the other foot, and I know if this was Shakur facing the screen saying build the fight up, I know what y'all be saying. That's all. I'm cool with knowing that and just saying that. I ain't got to call Gary nothing, because it ain't that, but I get it. So let's get to this. Shout out to Showbiz. Showbiz did a little short video with Shakur. He popped up, and everything with Shakur is popping right now because his name ringing everywhere. Everybody talking about fighting. You know what I'm saying?
What's up?
So let's get to it.
Showbiz, the adult. All right, man.
He be hyped up. He be geeked.
Last few statements, right?
Hold on, y'all.
Shakur Stevenson's supposed to get on, but I don't see him. Hold on real quick. Hold on real quick.
Man. Core everywhere.
They said that he joined, but I don't see shit. Hold on, y'all.
That's all hey Joe, that's all I'm saying. We know if Core said that, we know what it'd be. So Core hopped on this Instagram live with Showbiz. He just posted this.
Let me see.
So I'm gonna see what they was chatting about.
So yeah, so listen, this whole thing is really, I gotta see if Shakur is gonna. I requested. I don't see a damn thing, brother. But I don't. Oh, hold on. You get it? I'm old as hell. I don't do Instagram like that. There it is. What up?
Like an old man.
Hey, listen, bro.
Nah,
How many times have you seen me
this
live?
from a few minutes ago. This ain't nothing old. This from a few minutes ago. So let's go. Everybody want to talk
On
to the man.
Instagram, bro.
He the man to
Nah, I ain't
beat. He
never
the
seen you
man to
live on
fight. He the man
Instagram.
to beat.
I don't know
Yeah,
what
this
the
was
hell I'm
from
doing. But
I want to say some minutes ago, like maybe a half hour or so ago.
listen, Shakur,
He posted
I
this
want to
up.
first say I totally get you, bro. You don't want to. I mean, you don't want to hear nobody get you effed up about anything that's going on right now, and you got some
Nah,
serious
y'all.
haters right now.
Yeah, y'all be kind of like spinning it, and it's like y'all be throwing like the fans off. So I just be trying to let y'all know my little piece.
Yeah. So listen, here's the thing, man, and I saw it on X, and people were confused with your last few statements, right? On your interview, was that Halawani or something like that? But was you? I think you were on there, right?
This was an
Yeah.
hour ago. Yeah, from
Okay.
an hour ago.
So you said that you'll fight Conor Benn at 147 rehydration clause.
Yo, can I tell you where that came from though? Cause like people kind of misconstrue everything and they don't really understand shit.
Okay, go ahead.
So
Because we don't all remember when you remember. You're like a damn robot, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna put you on my brain real quick.
Mm.
So remember Conor Ben for Chris Eubank, his last outing, right? Or before his last outing. It was with a rehydration clause, right?
Yeah, both of them. Both of them were.
So that's where I'm like, okay, Conor Ben, since you put a rehydration clause on Eubank, because after the fight, y'all was like, oh, Conor Ben was amazing. He looked so good. Oh, he was, man, nobody could beat Conor Ben. After that fight, that's what y'all was saying.
I was one of them. Yeah.
But then he fought with the rehydration clause, so like y'all don't even remember that. Y'all didn't take notes of it. So I'm like, okay, since he did it to Eubank, I'm like, shit, come on. I'm a smaller guy. I'm smaller for the weight class. Fuck it, let's go to 147 and fight Eubank. But now I just see the video that you posted. You say, oh well, you said this, but you ain't say Devin and Ryan at
147 for rehydration.
But you don't realize what's going on. So before Ryan last fight, Ryan used my name to sell his fight. When he
Yeah,
used
with
my
Mike
name,
with Mike Coppinger.
when he used my name, he was saying a whole lot of shit. He said one of the things that he said was, "I will go to 144 and fight Shakur." I'm like, okay, you will go to 144 and fight me. So then, fuck it, let's do 144 then, if that's what you're saying. Then after that shit, he said, I will fight you at 140. I'm like, okay, well, if you want to come down to 140, I'm down with it too. So my thing is like, y'all not really paying attention. Y'all trying to like make me into this person that's just saying anything, but I'm getting all of these things from these fighters. What I got from Devin, no disrespect to Devin. Devin, the truth. I think Devin a hell of a fighter. No disrespect to Devin, but he fought Jose Ramirez at 144 pounds, right?
He did.
So I got the idea. I'm like, okay, since we never really can really be in the same weight class, he always a weight class ahead of me. We can fight at 144, meet in the middle. That way, he don't have to suck all the way down to my weight class. I don't have to go all the way up to his weight class, and we can make it fair.
I don't care what nobody say. If this was Devin Haney saying the same shit, if the shoe were on the other foot, Devin Haney was at 40, had the one fight, Shakur's at 47, and Devin Haney got on a live stream or anything and suggested meeting in the middle because he not going to 47 and vice versa, the guy ain't going all the way down to 40, I do think that's the most logical approach. It's either going to be that or no fight. And I say that because you talking about two of the most skillful and accomplished boxers in the sport. They both got clout. They name carry weight. They name come with respect. I don't care what you try to say for the real one. So I always thought that was the most reasonable way to approach that. And I was having this conversation last night, and you know, people, my guy kept saying, well, Devin Haney, you know, he put on all this muscle and you know, he got himself comfortable at 47. Yo, he fought one time there. I can see if he had 3-4 fights there and been campaigning for a while, and then maybe you come out of nowhere and you like, man, 144. He just got there. So he literally 2 fights removed from fighting at 144. If y'all are of the belief that there's no way he can make that again because he'd be so emaciated and sick, I'm not arguing with you, but I do think that's a logical way to make the fight because that's both guys giving a little to get a lot. That's Devin giving a little to get a lot. That's Shakur giving a little to get a lot. You going up to 44, you coming down to 44, y'all meet in the middle, you rehydrate to whatever you want, and you make the fight. That's all I'm saying. You did it 2 fights ago. It ain't like you've been campaigning and had multiple weight classes at 47 where you just packing on all this muscle and weight, not trying to hear it. People just don't feel like the fight would be fair, and I'm not arguing with you. It's okay. Am I a fan of the fight at 47? You damn right, because I know it would leave no doubt, no excuses, and none of that. But like I said, I think 144 is reasonable because he's 2 fights removed from doing it. He's not asking him to do something that he never done. And again, they was trying to make it seem like he say he'll fight Conor Benn at 47, but not Ryan or Devin. That's the same thing as saying Devin was willing to fight Jose Ramirez at 144, but not Shakur. It go both ways. The fact of the matter is, one fighter shouldn't have to give up everything to make a fight when you at the level that Devin and Shakur is at. Devin shouldn't have to give up everything, and neither should Shakur. I think that's the most logical, fair approach. He's consistently been a weight class or 2 above him their whole careers, their whole entire career. So it's safe to say that they're not the same person, and meeting in the middle is logical. If you don't like it, I respect it. I understand it. If the only way you think the fight makes sense is at 47, I get it. You think Devin to be dead at the catch weight, I understand it. He a champion at 47. You shouldn't have to move down. I get all of that. But like I said, I think that is the most reasonable approach to making the fight because it's both guys giving a little to get a whole lot. Let's keep going.
So I just think when y'all running these shits, y'all gotta like say what it all is. Y'all not really saying everything that it is. Y'all saying basically, y'all like making me just look like I'm just saying some crazy shit. Like,
Okay. But listen, as the best fighter in the world, you're going everybody.
Hey, how much muscle are you gonna build in one training camp, bro? He had one official fight at 47. One official fight at the actual weight limit. How much muscle is he really packing on and building? Seriously, though. Seriously. And it's 3 pounds wasn't a big deal when Ryan missed the weight. They paid for it and kept the fight. So to me, I get it. People say the fight is bigger if it's at 147 because the title is on the line. I ain't mad at that, but I don't think that's the option right now because that would mean that one guy doesn't have to give up anything and the other guy has to. And I will say this to all of you Hanos fans. He put a lightweight on his hit list, bro. He should at least be willing to meet that guy in the middle. I don't care what none of y'all say. He put his name on the hit list while he was at lightweight. Lightweight. Yeah, you should meet him in the middle. He shouldn't have to go to his 5th weight class right now while you in your 3rd. No, meet him in the middle. You fought Ramirez, you could fight him. Simple. Hit that like button, y'all.
Shooting at you, bro. That's what's gonna happen. That's what happens when you in that spot. But I am gonna push you on this though. I am gonna push you on this because it will only be fair if I push you on something. If you can make 147, make 147. You can make 147 against Conor. That means you can make the weight. So if you can make the weight, then why not fight?
yeah.
Take their belts, fight Ryan, and fight Devin at their weight.
Reef was good. And look, I want to put this out there with this conversation. It ain't no right or wrong answer. If you are a Hanos fan member or if you just Team Haney or whatever, if you're saying that the fight needs to happen at 147 or you think that's where it makes the most sense, I can tell you I can level with you because I understand it. Fight at the full weight, put the title on the line. That'd be you being a champion in 5 divisions. I would love to see it leave, no doubt. You get what I'm saying? But that's not the end all be all. That's the one side of it, right? Then you got the other side where the guys clearly telling you, like, I ain't going up there right now. You always been a weight class or so above me. Why don't we just meet in the middle? I think that's reasonable and logical. If 3 pounds ain't going to kill him the same way it didn't kill him against Ryan, the same way it didn't kill Ryan. It simply comes down to if you are willing to make the sacrifice to make the fight, or is the only way that you're willing to make the fight if it comes to 47. Seems like maybe Devin seems like if it's 47 or nothing. He didn't say it, but it seems as such. Because if you're saying no to 44, then you basically saying the only thing you're going to do is fight at 147 pounds. So I'm not mad. But on the other side, you got Shakur, and he got a case for himself. Look, you had my name on your hit list using my name. You said this was the biggest fight in boxing after I beat Teo. What are you willing to do to make the fight? Meet me halfway. I could meet me in the middle. And I think that's logical. I don't think it's unreasonable to both guys to give up something. That's the most logical way to make the fight. I don't see it no other way. And I mean, obviously the other way is just going straight to 147. But if a guy is telling you he's not doing that right now, he's just not doing it. It is what it is.
Because once again, I'm not a 147 pounder. I'm actually a lot smaller than them guys that's fighting at 147 pounds. So I get it. I understand what you're saying. But what I'm trying to understand is, and I answered your question, answer mine. Why am I the only fighter that y'all want to fight at 135, 140, and 147? Why do I got to fight 3 different weight classes for everybody else satisfaction?
Yeah, okay, check this out. I can only speak for myself. The only reason why is, number one, I would want to see you against Ryan. I would want to see you against Haney. And I think I pretty much know the answer against Conor Benn after the pro grade fight. But I still would like to see that fight. With how spectacular you are, bruh. With how spectacular you are, I really, 135, I just know you're going to look even more spectacular. I know what Lomachenko can do at featherweight, but you really saw where he was at lightweight, right? The RANT fight at middleweight and all those things. Now, I don't want you to rush to 147, not at all. Speaking for myself, 140 is the sweet spot. But the smoke, a lot of the smoke is at 147. You get what I'm saying? But that
big shout out to BJ, man, 33 in that cash app for the 10-piece. Much love, much appreciation, my guy. Shout out to my guy BJ, man. Everybody in the building, hit the like button, support the channel. Let's keep going.
Just from my perspective, the only reason why is because you're so fantastic of a fighter.
Okay, but no disrespect, right? Why are you not asking Inoue to fight at 122, 126, and 130?
He should fight at 130.
Why? I never
heard or wait a minute. Don't go to 130 yet until Benn Rodriguez. I want to see him against Benn Rodriguez.
But I'm asking you, why haven't you asked him to fight at these 3 different weight classes, but you're asking me?
No, I don't want you to fight at 3 different weight classes.
I got you, money.
I'm only talking about 147 or 140. I ain't talking 135, nothing. You at 140 now.
Is my natural weight class is like what you're not.
I understand. And if you fight at 135 and do your thing, I'm watching, supporting, and I know you're going to do your thing. But as far as what makes me eager isn't 135. What makes me eager is what else can Shakur do? Don't forget, I was the one that thought you versus Teofimo Lopez was 50-50, all because Teofimo Lopez was bigger than you. I saw what you did to Teo. I'm like, what else can he do? Now, I wasn't really thinking about 147 until you said you'll fight Conor at 147.
I respect what you're saying, though. I'm hearing what you're saying. You're saying that I'm that good, and I appreciate you for that, because that's the truth. But once again, I will get to 147. That's not a weight class that I won't get to. But I'm 28 years old, and 147 will be the last weight class of my career. I don't plan on going no past 147. And once again, when I get there, I get there. But as of right now, I'm not there. So a lot of people want to force me up there. But like I said, if it do happens, I'm a bad motherfucker anyway. So
yeah, okay.
Any situation you put me in, I'm gonna be A-okay.
So here's what I'm getting from you, which is why I said your answer was a good answer. Because what you're actually saying is, I wouldn't duck any smoke from anybody. You're not trying to say no to anybody.
Exactly.
Conor Benn, Ryan, or Haney. I'm not saying no. But in order for the fight,
yes.
right, and just for your legacy and everything. but for the fight to happen, it should all make sense where you said that you can go in your world, because you already know that I'm naturally 135. So what you're saying is, Haney, you just went up to welter. Let's not act like you've come down to welter or you've been living your whole life there. So you're saying we could do 144. That should be easy enough to you, and that makes sense. With Ryan, you told me 144 and 140. So we should do that if you want to fight me.
From a business perspective, I'm not ducking and dodging nobody. So if anybody want to come to the negotiation table, and my door is open. Now, if you come in at 147, we can talk about it and figure it out. But once again, my door is open, and I'll fight against anybody. So that's all I really wanted to get you to understand. But
And look, that's why I like the shit that he be saying. People could try to nitpick every little thing he say, but the moral to the story is he's not trying to avoid no fight that's out there for him. If any of these fights are on the table, if these dudes are willing to make the fights, come to the negotiation table. What we see a lot of times when it comes to Shakur is, yeah, I'll fight him. I want Shakur next. I want Shakur. Yeah, I'll fight him at 144, a whole weight class. Matter of fact, I'll come take his belt at 140. And then soon as they have a fight become a champion, it's like, nah, he got to come up to 47 now. He want to fight me. You know, he been calling me out. Like, bro, stop this shit, cut this shit. And I'm talking to the boxers, the fans, all of y'all. Y'all know what it is. I don't care if you think somebody could beat them. They're going to have a tough time doing it. And these dudes know it. That's why they drag their feet when it's time to fight them. You just seen Ryan do all that clout chasing. Then when it came time to put pen to pad or really see about Shakur, he got quiet. Now he talking about fighting Conor Benn. You can't make this shit up. And to his point, what Shakur is saying, y'all telling him to go to 47 right now. He's telling you his weight classes is 135 and 140. And you still asking him to go to another weight class, which would be his fifth, and fight simultaneously damn near in 3 different weight classes. No, they're not asking no other current fighter to do no shit like that. Nobody's asking Monster Inoue to go to lightweight. Nobody asking Monster Inoue to be in his 5th weight class. But they asking him. And it's for a reason, though. It's for a reason, because I know they know he good. You get what I'm saying? So I just feel like, look, all this fuss is for nothing. The man gonna go up when he want. He made it very clear. I'm not going there now. If you want to fight at 144, no rehydration, let's do it. Other than that, I'm fighting at 35 and 40. I don't see the issue. Y'all welterweights, y'all big ass welterweights. Focus on fighting other welterweights then. Stop calling out lightweights and a guy that just had one fight at 140. Erase his name off any fake ass hit list, because you don't have no plans on fighting this dude right now. The only way that fight happens is if he give you everything you want, and that's coming to your weight class, and that's clear as day, and I'm standing on that. So you don't want to meet in the middle? Fine. Take his name off his list, off your little fake hit list, and let him do what he's doing at 35 and 40. It's more than enough smoke there, and I'll watch any and all them fights. I'll watch them all.
Everybody can run with their narratives, but understand this: I'm a bad motherfucker. I'm in
Nah,
the gym
Jordan,
daily.
they don't
I'm
want the
training
fight.
my
They
ass
don't want the
off,
shit.
and I will be ready for whoever wants smoke.
Dude, listen, I appreciate that, man. Thanks for going live. And you want to smoke with the war room. You want to smoke with us. So
Yeah.
you're doing your thing, man. Thanks, bro. I think you cleared the air, bro. Peace.
All right, my guy.
All right, brother. So, yo, what do you guys think? What do you guys think since I'm here and I'm usually not on Instagram live? Lies, Turkey not putting money on you. Oh man, not see. Listen, bro. I thought that was great fan service. I thought Shakur Stevenson popping up. I know he's on his way somewhere. He didn't have to do that. And he's actually speaking.
Hey Damon, yo, can you do me a favor, bro? I asked you this yesterday. You might have got lost in translation. Can you name me 5 O'Shaquie Foster fights? Can you name me 5 fights? And without repeating, Robson can say Sal twice. That don't count. Can you name me 5 fights from O'Shaquie Foster without using box rec? He got a fight with Raymond Ford. Why the fuck would he call out O'Shaquie Foster? Somebody that got 3 losses, and one of those losses is to Shakur, the guy that he fought in his last fight at 130, and he mopped the floor with him. Can we please shut up about O'Shaquie Foster? He got a fight. Can we at least let him get through the Raymond Ford fight before we keep talking about this? Can we at least let him fight at 35 or any of this shit before we keep talking about. Call out O'Shaquie Foster for what? And y'all all know it. Shut up about it. Because if he fought this dude next week, next month, and beat him, what kind of credit he gonna get? What they gonna say? He beat a pound for pound great? They're gonna currently remember all the guys that beat O'Shaquie Foster before Shakur Stevenson. Samuel T, Ronald Chinea. You get what I'm saying? Robson Kinsey-Sal, and then Shakur Stevenson. Come on, man. Then nobody in the world is gonna be like, yeah, man, that was the fight I wanted to see, man. Yo, you really proved to me that you one of the best. Shut up. We love O'Shaquie Foster over here, and we're going to support him, win, lose, or draw. But I'm standing on this. Shakur Stevenson beating him does absolutely nothing for his career. Nothing. Nothing. It just shuts up some of you weirdos on the internet that's clamoring for a fight when you can't even name me 5 fights from O'Shaquie Foster. If you can't name 5 O'Shaquie Foster fights, don't ever mention it to me again, bro. Don't ever mention it to me. Fulton. Who the fuck is Miguel? Miguel Roman? You pulled that one out your ass. You pulled that one out your ass, man. You pulled that one out. It still don't mean you think he can beat him. You might have been able to name 5 fights, but do you think he could beat him? Would you put your money on O'Shaquie Foster to beat Shakur Stevenson? Would you do it? I don't think you would, bro. I don't think you would put your money on it. I just want people to shut up about a fight that can't be made. He got a fight lined up. The dude has 0 fights at 35. The only reason you speaking on it because Shock speaking his name, let him fight where he fighting at. Let him get his work done with Ray Ford, and then you will revisit it. But all that, fight O'Shaquie Foster to prove what exactly? Guarantee you they're going to say, man, Robson Kinsey-Sal beat him already. Get out of here with that, man. Yeah, they've been gassing it. They don't believe that shit. They won't up against them, bro. They won't put their money on it. They won't put their money on that shit. They'll talk about it from the sideline. They will not put their money on it.
To the point, which made sense to me. Like I said, his response made sense to me. He ain't say nothing wrong. I don't think so. I think he's the best fighter in the world. Let me see. Love that. He's
facts. Jordan, shout out to my dog, put some color in the chat. He said people need to learn how to listen and understand that, and listen and respond. I'm telling you, that's what it be. They hear the energy and y'all see somebody say you crashing out. That's not crashing out. Crashing out would be telling you how O'Shaquie Foster a bum, and I start dissing fighters on behalf of Shakur. That's crashing out. That's being weird. You get what I'm saying? But shut the fuck up about Shakur calling out O'Shaquie Foster. That would be stupid. It would be dumb. He's not in his weight class, and damn near all of y'all in this chat, none of y'all would put y'all money on O'Shaquie Foster to beat him. None of you. None of y'all. You wouldn't do it, bro. You would not do it. He lost to guys that are nowhere near his level, and I just don't see it, bro. I don't. Y'all not putting y'all money on that shit at all. Says he'll put money on that fight. Just do I got 100 if that fight happens on Shakur winning, bro. I swear I bet every last one of y'all. That'll be the day I bet everybody. Let them make O'Shaquie Foster and Shakur Stevenson fight and watch me bet every last one of y'all. But I already know that shit ain't gonna go far. They was talking that shit last time. Dude put up like $50, $100 for Kid Austin and Shakur, and they didn't even want to take that bet. They was doing all that talking in the chat and wouldn't accept the man bet. The man cash at me his money and everything, and they still wasn't. They still wasn't trying to take the money, bro. This shit is crazy. They'll talk about it, but they won't be about it. And nah, Shock ain't called nobody bluff. He called his own bluff. Do you know why, Jay? Because they made a fight be for a 135-pound intern fight. Neither of those dudes fight at 135. Neither of them. They did this shit at the last minute. They tried to throw Cool Boy a bone because he blew weight. So let's keep it a buck. Then they asked O'Shaquie Foster, what you want to do? You want to keep this 135-pound interim title or keep your 130-pound title? What did O'Shaquie Foster do? Did he drop the intern title and keep his title? That's not a duck move. That's a smart business move. Why the fuck I'm gonna hold on to an intern title with hopes that I can get this fight and I can go down here and make a fight or unification or the Ray Ford fight that he about to fight? But all this, I don't think he called his bluff. Respectfully, he didn't do exactly what he said he was going to do, because if he did, he would have kept the title at 135. He said he was going to press the button. He fought a dude that never fought at 135 in his career, and y'all think that puts him in position to fight Shakur next. Shakur should fight him next because he beat Cool Boy, who was overweight and beat on the scale and then got beat in the ring. Y'all gotta make it make sense, man. All this O'Shaquie Foster praise. Where was this shit at 2-3 fights ago? Seriously. Where was this when he's fighting Rocky Hernandez and he had back-to-back fights with Robson Conceição? What was y'all pom-poms and what was y'all cheerleading outfits and shit? What was y'all doing y'all cartwheels and handstands at when all this shit was going on? O'Shaquie Foster didn't just start fighting. Why y'all just now talking about this shit? If this was a fight that y'all wanted to see, you would have been talking about it a lot longer than just right now. It sounds good because you got somebody's loud on the sideline talking about a fight, but literally they handed you the keys to try to press the button that you said, and you went back to the other weight class. Don't ever say nothing to me about why he ain't fight him, why he ain't stay there, why he didn't stay at 135 and campaign there. Better yet, Shakur at 40 now, so tell him to go up there to 40. Would you tell him to go up there to 40? Because Shakur got to go to 47 to fight Devin, right? You see how that worked? Was Shaquie Foster going to 40 for that fight? No, he ain't doing it. And like I said, man, with the shot, he a dog. But if they make that fight, y'all know who my money on, and I know who y'all money on too.
And just not just that though, just right. They keep saying this shit, right? But you just took the words out of my mouth, right? So, just which fight is better, bro? Ryan Garcia, Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, O'Shaquie Foster, Shakur Stevenson, right?
Right.
So why won't they push for the best fights? But they and then that's why I said that's why I said they be trying to use these certain fighters as a shield for their favorite fighters, bro. We're not stupid, we're not dumb out here, fam. So if Shakur is putting his ultimatums out there on how to make these fights happen, and I know I'm probably going back because I missed a lot. I had to try to get a damn phone charge to my phone. You know, if he put ultimatums together on how to make these fights happen, right? Why is always no no reasoning, right? Why is always have to be like he has to do? Yeah, he got to do what they tell him to do. Like you said earlier, bro. We talking about the top notch nigga now. He done came, he done saw it, he done conquered, bro. Right? Let's be realistic. He came, he saw, he conquered. He's over Ryan, he's over Devin right now. Like even my dude Showbiz, not rock with Showbiz. He just told you he thinks Shakur is the number one fighter in the world, right? So if we looking at the situation and we see that Shakur done came and over conquered, right? Because people gonna keep trying to use popularity and all that shit as a reasoning or why somebody should do what the next person is doing and things of that nature. Like I say, they not blowing Shakur out the water by the money, bro. So when we're looking at the money, you see Shakur down and caught up even with the money now on y'all ass. There's nothing else to say, bro. And I'm gonna keep it real. None of them is more strong-minded than Shakur Stevenson, fam.
Right.
I don't see no other strong-minded fighter in the game than Shakur Stevenson. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep it real. So when we're looking at the situation, all these fights can get made. And I like what you said about you can reason with them if they feel like you should go to 147. I don't think so, fam. I don't think so. I think he should stay doing exactly what he's doing because he's not stupid. We all know that Conor Benn is bigger than 147. So when Showbiz say things like, "Why don't you fight him at one if you can make 147?" No, because we know that Conor Benn he had to lose something to get to 47. You feel me? He got to come down to 47, so he's losing more with a rehydration clause on top of that. So I'm not gonna kill a nigga, right? I'm not gonna say, oh, this, that, and third come to 140, 144. I'm gonna bring his ass to 47 with a rehydration clause, and I'm gonna come up to 47, and that's kind of even because he's the big ass dude. Like, let's be realistic. I say he knocking motherfuckers out and things of that nature. He just fought Chris Eubank's big ass, so we know how big he is. So we're looking at Devin and Ryan. Like you said, he put that shit out there so smooth. It's like he couldn't have said it no better, bro. So even with Showbiz pushing back, you just pushing back to say anything because and not saying he was wrong because you got to try to get a fan something. You need the clicks. So I understand what he was doing because people say, "Oh, you just kissing Shakur Stevenson ass. You didn't say this." We know how this shit go, right? So he had to push back with something. One, he was right at the end of the day. So like if they really want to smoke with him, they like these dudes don't want to fight him, bro. And I love Gary Russell, the Russell brothers. I rock with them heavy, bro. They don't want to fight him, bro. Like I fuck with him, but I'm gonna keep this shit real, fam. They see how they like, bro. A lion know a lion, bro.
Right. I just be I don't know what the fuck don't people be understanding? Like, y'all know I ain't just start following this situation. I don't give a fuck about what O'Shaquie Foster talking about. I don't, yo. Because the very first opportunity that he had to do exactly what he said he gonna do, he didn't do it. Y'all keep talking about he said he fighting 35. I just said he said 135 when fighters at 35 and 40 come get your issue. Can y'all please tell me? Can y'all enlighten me? Can y'all fill me in? O'Shaquie Foster, we all know, got a fight lined up next, right? What weight is that fight happening at?
Exactly.
What weight is that fight happening at, y'all? Is O'Shaquie Foster next fight at 35 or 40?
No.
Nope.
So what's the point of saying he's fighting 35 pounders and 40? They made the fight with him and Cool Boy a 35-pound fight because, in my estimation, they was throwing Cool Boy a bone because he the one that blew the weight. Y'all literally telling a lightweight, a guy that just fought at 40, to fight somebody that's down at 130. Any other time, y'all would have a problem with this shit. But because O'Shaquie Foster found his tongue and he talking, he made y'all believers that he can beat some. I would love to see y'all being here and put y'all money on it. I'm not against seeing the fight, but again, my energy is towards people saying, well, fight Shock Foster. Don't he got a fight lined up? Is he gonna move to 140? Or let me guess, Shakur got to go to 135 so he could come there, right? Nah, keep that same fucking energy, Devin Haney fans. You Devin Haney fans, he got to go to 147 to fight Devin, right? Where's Shakur at? Fought last, right? Where he got a title at? He ain't got a title at 35 no more, right? Tell Shockey Foster to come up to 40, like y'all telling Shakur to go to 47 to fight y'all man. If not, shut the hell up about O'Shaquie Foster, bro. I like him. I rock with his talent. I think he's a hell of a fighter, but I think it's levels. I think one out of them two fighters, y'all know who's consistently proven to be the better fighter. Yeah, y'all telling me when you see O'Shaquie Foster fight, you see a better boxer? Like, I'm trying to understand this all of a sudden demand to see this fight. And I don't mean this as no slight or shot, but where was this fight at 2 fights ago, 3 fights ago? Like, why the fuck are y'all just now talking about O'Shaquie Foster? I mean, every last one of y'all. Seriously, where was this energy at before? He been kicking ass at 130. He ain't fought nothing at 35, nothing. But y'all telling me he gonna go up there and he gonna do what? Y'all want to see this fight because y'all think it's gonna be such a good fight, right? I don't even think y'all believe that,
bro. Yeah,
I don't even think y'all believe that. Y'all know that fight got a low likelihood of happening because he don't even fit the mold of what Shakur trying to do. Go to Teo, go from Teo, then fight O'Shaquie Foster that's still down there fighting fucking 30 pounders. Come on, man. Nah, man. If they find themselves in the same weight class on everything, I want to see the fight, and I want to see all of y'all in the chat, and I want all of y'all to put y'all money up. I bet every last one of y'all, and I mean it, every last one of y'all. Every last one of y'all. That's saying that
gets your problems, yes, right? The style that gets your problems, he ain't nowhere near it, brother.
I don't think so.
Nowhere near. Like I tell you, bro, this is a wash, bro. Like, I'm not disrespecting the dude. I respect the dude. I respect every fighter. He became a world champion, right?
Shocker,
in my opinion, you might be like Monty Brown, you tripping, you know what I'm saying? But this is just my opinion. It's not just opinion. It's not nobody. I feel like he overachieved. This is just me. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that because I know overachievers, bro. They get somewhere. Like, I'm not saying he never probably thought he could have been world champion. Don't believe the things that nature, though. But it's when they get there. It's their reaction and how they act when they get there, right? It's like, oh, you're not focusing on the best in your division. You know what I'm saying? You're not talking about unifying that 130. You're not talking about becoming undisputed at 130, making your own bones in this lane, right? You're so caught up on the outside shit of what people thinking you are, fam. And now you keep trying to call this man a bitch. You so like I want to know your infatuation with your prestige, fam, because it's the only name you screaming. So you mean to tell me this the only name that can get you to the promised land, right? But niggas out here talking about he ain't shit. He's of this, he's that. You know what I mean? You thinking it's the only name that can get you to the promised land. So you so focused on this man so much where it's gonna fuck you off. And that's when niggas start getting fucked off, bro. Because they start worrying about shit that's out of their league. Like, bro, in all reality, that's 2 different leagues. I keep telling niggas that shit. He's on a
They know
Raymond
that
Ford
shit,
level,
money.
bro.
They know
He's on a Raymond Ford, and Raymond Ford, my dog. I interviewed Raymond. I fuck with him heavy. That's my dog, fam. That's my dog. I mean, that's my dog.
And
I ride for him.
And I'll
That's the
tell
level
y'all
he's
know
at,
I'm a
bro.
Jersey guy. Ray Ford, my guy
Yeah.
too, but Shock got a really good chance at beating him. I lean to a Shock winning that fight, just so y'all know that. But that Shakur is a different level, and I'm
I'm
not
with
going.
Raymond Ford, bro. I'm riding with Raymond Ford. Like, I'm gonna ride that nigga to the end. Like, win, lose, or draw. Just cause how me and him fuck around, bro, and how he gave me the interview and he stood on his 10. Like, some catch guys say that nigga, you know what I'm saying? But that's the level I feel like he's on, bro. That's the level I feel like he's on.
I say the
That's like,
same
oh, no,
thing, Kyle.
yeah,
Yeah, he dropped the
Yeah.
title. They ignore that. They conveniently ignore that to keep saying what they saying. That's why I get so worked up about it. It's nothing against Shock. It's the people that keep asking, are y'all playing dumb or are y'all really slow? Like, they're asking about a fight. He got a fight lined up. And
Well,
before that fight was lined up, he had an opportunity to keep the intern belt if he really wanted to try to push the issue on the fight. If that was the 100% his goal, then he would not be currently back at 130. That's what I'm telling y'all. If this was anybody else that would have done that, not stood on what they said, it'll be live streams 4 to 6 hours about this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not that deep. I'm just saying stand on what you said. Y'all begging for him to fight a guy that's currently at 30 and he fought at 40 last time. You get what I'm saying? That shit don't even make no sense for real. You out here entertaining fights with bigger name guys, man, that make more sense. But y'all like, nah, go fight O'Shaquie Foster. Nah, forget the Ray Ford fight. Yeah, nah, you fight O'Shaquie Foster. Y'all better hope he win that fight against Ford. Because what y'all gonna say then? And he
I'm
better
trying to tell
dominate
you.
him the same way he dominated Cool Boy. I'm telling you.
I'm
It
trying
better
to
not be
tell you.
competitive, close, none of that. The way y'all talking, nah, man. I ain't know these people was big fans of O'Shaquie Foster like that. I had no idea. Had no idea because I never heard nobody advocating for him to move up and fight nobody. Never heard it,
yeah,
not one time.
I got
And I
Ray
promise
Ford
you,
in that fight.
I promise you that fight ain't gonna go like he did with no Cool Boy. I promise you
Yeah,
that shit.
it's not. Yeah, it's not gonna go like Hoover at all. I
Yeah,
mean, I got Ray
yeah.
Ford in that fight. I got Ray Ford in that fight simply for the aggression. Cool Boy wasn't aggressive at all. Tried to be. Ray got more better IQ, and Ray's a dog, man. And I seen what O'Shaquie um, does with strategic aggression, and I don't like what I see from him when somebody is coming forward and they don't really care about what you're coming back at them too much
Right.
from
I
him.
just right.
Yeah, that to me that's his weak. That's his weakness, and I think Ray Ford is the perfect fighter to be able to apply that strategic aggression. I'm curious to see how he's gonna handle that. To be honest, but Shay's a good boxer though. But
Yeah,
I got Ray
absolutely.
Ford in that fight.
That's Shock a dog, man. He
Hey,
really
And
is,
hey,
man.
I respect the dude, bro. I just don't like the shit that he's saying about Shakur then when his ass get proved wrong. And I know you say, it ain't to shock, but I'm talking straight to him just because the shit that I
Mm-hmm.
see from him, bro, it's some fake foul ass shit, bro, and I don't appreciate the shit. Like when you be going on camera on them show and your ass get proved. I'm talking about everything you said that Shakur couldn't do to Teofimo Lopez. I'm talking about look at everything he said. Shakur
Mm-hmm.
did everything. He did everything, bro. Everything. Every little obstacle he says that T.O. had to win the fight, man, that shit was nowhere there, fam. And it ain't like he came back and you know what? I'm gonna take my crow and you know what I'm saying, get credit with as fighters. You know what I'm saying? Like nigga, give him his just like at least don't come on like he's still a bitch. Like, come on, bro. Now you front your shit now. Now I can't even look at you as a real nigga because now I
Mm-hmm.
see you in front of niggas and you really you front,
Y'all
bro.
remember?
Like you front.
Y'all
Like
hey,
remember
come
that
on.
can I
first?
say
Y'all remember
this?
that first fight he had with Robson Conceição? And y'all
Yes, I
Yeah.
do.
remember?
I remember.
Y'all remember like what he said he was trying to display and show? It what caused him to lose the fight? He was trying to show his boxing skills, his boxing ability. Like that shit.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
It's just, I'm just telling y'all the way I see this shit. So you telling me a guy that wanted to display his boxing ability and that shit cost him to lose a close fight to a guy that I watched Shakur with my own eyes in attendance in the spot, watched him beat round after round after round, boxing him. The same shit. Don't tell me no styles make fights. Because what kind of style do Shockey Foster got? You telling me you've
I,
seen him prove to be a better boxer? So when we say styles make fights, yeah, he don't have the kind of style that's gonna give Shakur the most trouble, in my opinion. I don't see it.
at all.
He's not a more
At all.
efficient boxer. I've seen him with a common opponent. I've seen him struggle with Rocky Hernandez. They tried to rob him low key in that fight, and it kind of beat Conceição out in the first fight. I don't think it should have been the second one. He should have got the nod there, but I seen him let Abraham Nova hang around, and then there's two more guys that he lost to that I'm more than sure that y'all never was watching him at the time of when he lost to them guys. I know y'all wasn't watching him then, so I don't know. I like him as a fighter. I don't got nothing bad to say. I just annoyed with fans asking for a fight when one guy just got out the ring and he 2 weight classes away right now. That y'all don't even make it make sense. We don't even know what weight class Shakur fighting at for sure next. It's 35 or 40. But guess what? Shock ain't in either one of them. So again, when you say fight him next, you're gonna move up to 30 from 30 to 35 and fight him and win. Yeah, okay. I guarantee you they be complaining. See, he get beat. They gonna be saying,
got
yo,
out
he
the
brought
ring
up a
with better
30 pounder.
competition.
I already know it. They're gonna be saying he got 3 losses. He already lost to what's the name? Why would you fight him? I already know this shit. I've seen it too many times. I know what they gonna say. Ain't no way they gonna watch that fight and be completely, in support of it. Like, well, okay, at least he fought him. I'm not gonna do that.
If
They're
Shock
not gonna do
only
that.
would have, if Shock only would have, if Shock only would have,
Can I
at the
say
end, right?
this?
Nah, for
Go ahead,
sure.
Say
Go
bro.
ahead. My bad, y'all.
Go ahead,
Go ahead.
bro.
Y'all got it.
this is all I wanted to say. If Shock really wanted that fight, he would have kept that 135 interim belt. He made his decision on if he wanted that fight when he kept the 130 title. Like,
Mm-hmm.
like it's plain and simple to me. You didn't want the fight, and then you talking about you would pay for his sanctioning fees, this and that. You would have never had to did all that if you would have just went up and took the interim title. Then you would be in the conversation with Zepeda and what's his name? Who fight
Marshall,
who? No, Zepeda and who's Zepeda fighting for the interim title? I mean for the full title.
Lamont Roach.
Yeah,
oh yeah,
he would be. It would be Zepeda and him or Lamont Roach and him. So
Yeah.
like I'm saying, he made his decision. So like for him, people saying that he chasing the fight down, this and that. He not really chasing the fight down. He doing a lot of talking, but I don't
Yeah.
see like the actions
Yeah.
to
The
back it
one
up.
action that he
because
had
he
where
won't
he
make
could
it
have
past
proved
Lamont
that
Roach.
that's
He
what he
won't
was
make it
focused
past
on
Lamont.
was keeping that belt, and he didn't do it. And they
Yeah,
still like, well, he got to
yeah,
fight him. He beat Ford. He said he said he'd fight him if he beat Ford.
yeah.
Yeah, he said, I'm
He
not
won't.
against the fight. I'm just how y'all keep yelling about him fighting somebody that got a fight lined up already. Two
Yeah, he
weight
won't make
classes
it past. He
below.
won't make it past the Payton or Lamont, bro. He know those things. So when you go to 35, you got the intern right. You still have to see one of them tests, right? He won't make it past them dudes. I'm telling you, bro. So, like I say, he think he supposed to go straight to Shakur Stevenson. He think he done enough to go straight
Nah,
to
he
Shakur
not a big
Stevenson,
enough
fam.
name to do that.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying, and that's what pisses
Like
me
like
off,
like
fam.
I can understand.
Yeah,
I can understand if it was like say Inoue was at 130, right? He like, I want to fight Shakur. I want to fight Shakur. Shakur, I bet Shakur
exactly.
he'll drop everything and be like,
Yeah,
"What's up?" He don't
a
gotta drop
proven name,
everything
bro.
for you. He ain't got to, cause you not a
He
big enough
does.
name at
He don't
all.
do nothing for Shakur. He don't do nothing
Yeah,
for Shakur career, bro. He does nothing. He does nothing. Like this just being real. He does nothing.
That's
Even if he come up and fight Shakur, bro, ain't no title involved. Shakur gonna be the champion. He does nothing, bro. That's like that's really going backwards. No disrespect to
stupid.
the dude, man. But he
I
does
really
nothing
thought.
for his career. Yeah,
But Monty, check this out.
cause
I
Stacey
thought
out
he
did
wanted.
more than what he do.
Yeah, I thought he wanted to fight when he was talking all that stuff, and when I seen him, they was fighting for the interim. I'm like, oh, this is right up. Okay, he getting the interim, this and that, and then he dropped it. You said just he dropped it like 6 hours later, some shit like that. And I was like, he
He
didn't
gave
really
that
want.
shit
He
up
don't want it.
fast, bro.
And he
And,
still eh, check this
and,
out. He got
and
the
then
WBC. He
and
still could
low
have used
key
his title to move up, and he never did it. So
and
I'm
then
like, you
low
don't
key
want the fight.
took his time signing the contract of the fight that he got now because Ray Ford had his shit signed first.
Yeah, I'm
So
like, yeah, he
it's a
never
lot.
really wanted the
I'll
fight.
just say this. I don't want to hear no boxing slander from Shot because I don't think he deserved none. But I do know he getting certain passes that the guy that y'all asking to fight him wouldn't get. You get
No,
me?
I'm not
Everything
calling him no duck
they
though. He
remember everything Shakur said until you start reminding them what their favorite fighter says. So I don't care about what somebody say. I care about what they do. And the last thing I seen him do, he fought in MSG with T.O. and sold it out. Shock beat Cool Boy. That was an impressive win, but I had to question what kind of Cool Boy was that getting in the ring. That's not a knock on Shock. Shock was prepared. Cool Boy wasn't. He stayed locked in when that fight got postponed, and it seemed like Cool Boy did what he do. It was cooling and eating. And
But
how
don't
you
you feel
move
like
up
he should
and
fight
blow
go
weight
after
by that much,
Navarrete though? He should go after
crazy.
Navarrete.
Exactly, bro. The cat said
Like that'll
he's
do
not. That's what.
something big for his career if he
Yes,
fight Navarrete
yes.
after this.
They won't even dare to ask for that fight to be fucking made.
That's the
They
fight I
won't
want.
fucking dare.
If he gonna
They
stay at
won't dare.
130,
They
I
won't
want the
dare ask him to
Navarrete
fight
fight
him.
after you fight because I think he gonna beat Raymond. After he beat Raymond, I feel like he should fight Navarrete.
Now RANT got 2 belts, don't he? Or am I confused? He unified, right?
Yep.
He need to
The
get
last
that
time I
fight.
checked, it was.
They both on top rank.
He beat the hell
They
out
need
of
to make
Sugar
that fight.
Nunez. Yeah, so but they'll overlook Smoke to push a fight just because he asking for it. Whether or not he deserve it or not is a whole other thing. What it does for his career. Like I ain't no way beating Cool Boy got y'all like this. Got y'all
Now
food,
I don't
man.
know why they gassed up
Y'all
like
prisoners
this.
of the moment like hell. And I
Yeah.
really know we'll see that shit and watch what they'll say. Mm-mm-mm.
And just knowing that Cool Boy, man, everybody saw that Cool Boy know he's man. Once they seen that man lose on the scale the way he did, the way that man came in the ring, man, everybody knew that dude was gonna lose, bro.
Yeah, that shit was
If a nigga
crazy.
put money
Moving
on
up and
Cool Boy,
blowing weight by that
man,
much.
come on, bro.
Yeah,
They know that
Shot
man
was
wasn't
locked
focused,
in.
bro.
He stayed focused
Yeah,
on the job, and Cool
yeah. And
Boy,
salute
I
to him.
think he just
Yeah,
took his
salute
eye
to him.
off the ball.
Yeah,
Bad.
He got Cool Boy on his resume. Salute to him, right? But like I say, bro, I'm I know this game, bro, like the back of my hand, bro. And I ain't saying I'm just gonna be the best motherfucker that pick this and pick this, but I seen fights like Shockey Foster come and they don't last that long. Like they get to, and I want them to make money. I want you to feed your family. I want you to eat, bro. But I want you to also understand that it's left. And I know when you're a fighter, bro, you feel yourself. So I'm not telling him like Jesse, I'm not opposed to the fight. If it happen, I know what's gonna happen. I know it's a dust. I already know it's a
Mm-hmm.
dust. But it's the fact of the way you go about it, man. And sometimes the way you go about it, you won't get the fight. You won't get the fight.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like I say, he better get past running forward. And this fight is going to be a tight one, fam. It's going to be a tight one. It's going to be a split decision fight. You know what I mean? And I feel like Raymond gonna pull it out. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
like just say, he just better not lose his fight, fam. He
Nah,
better
he
not lose his
better
fight.
look as good as y'all
He
said.
better not.
And it don't matter if he cried. I mean, he cried because he didn't win the gold medal. That's comments like that be so irrelevant. As long as he doesn't cry, shut up. Mayweather cried.
We
He
talking about
still
a
kind of
kid though.
beast
We talking
that
about a
made.
kid. How old was he? How old was he in the Olympics? We talking about a goddamn kid with ambition, bro, and still brought home a silver though. Like, don't forget to say
Right,
that though. He still
right.
brought home a silver. He fought for the gold against Rabisi Ramirez, and like I say, looking at the
Yeah,
fight,
Kyle's stupid. I'm gonna need
when you
Jazz.
look at the fight, man, if you look at the fight from a boxing perspective, from a professional fight, Shakur won the
Right.
fight. But if you look at it from an amateur fight, and I keep saying I give it to Ramirez on the fact because he was more busier. But when we talk
He
about
wasn't
landing
really
the cleanest
landing though.
shot,
He
yeah,
wasn't
the
really
landing the
landing.
landing
He
the
was
cleanest
just
shots. That was
the
Shakur.
amateurs they
He
go
was
off
just
if you
more
busy
busy.
or not.
Yeah, you just
They
more
don't go
busy,
off
bro. You just
if
throwing
you
more
landing.
punches.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was
you know what I'm
busier for
saying?
sure. That's what got him
Yeah.
to win.
Yeah, the amateur shit, throwing
I,
punches. They know that shit.
but
But if
Mighty,
he
I
wants
got
to
a
fight,
question for you. I
go
got a
ahead, bro.
question for you.
Yeah.
So do you think Raymond Ray Savage can beat him?
Of course. You talking about Shockey Foster?
I don't think he can beat. I just feel like Shock just the reach too long. His footwork is decent, and I feel like he boxed better than Savage.
Yeah, but Ray Ford can get an insight on his ass though. And like my man said, Ray Ford, he takes chances, bro. So it's like, and you look at Shockey Foster, yeah, he got a little good jab on him and shit. But I still think like he'll try to dog it out. So even though he got the longer reach, don't mean a nigga can't get in and touch him. You know what I'm
No,
saying? Ray
I'm not
Ford,
saying that.
it's,
I'm saying,
oh
but
no,
like,
I get what you're saying. I get
if
what you're
he
saying.
jump in, he gon' It's not like he ain't finna get in there just clean.
Shout out
Like
to
he gonna
Reese.
take some
You
punishment
show
trying to
love.
come in
Oh,
there.
Shout out to my
oh
dog.
yeah, but it's gonna be a give and take, right?
Hmm.
Because just because you got the fighter that always got the reach don't always win the fight. You feel
Yeah.
me? It's all about what you built up on that night and how you coming. And Ray Ford, he's a dog, bro. He fought cats with longer reach. This ain't the first kid that he fought that had the longer reach than him. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? Ray always been short, but he's a dog too. And you know, again,
Yeah,
he's a former champion as well. You see what I'm saying? He's a
Yeah.
former champion, just like now he's a champion. So so it's gonna be good. And Ray Ford come in great shape. Sometimes down the stretch, he do tire out a little bit, but he do. I see him get a second win in them championship rounds. Like when that energy get to going, he pick up a second win. So now, like I say, they this is the level. Like I feel like both of them is on the same level. I don't put Ray too far up above or Shockey. I don't put Shockey too far above Ray. So that's why I say I feel like it's gonna be a split decision fight,
But
and I think Ray
but
gonna
don't
dog
you
it out.
feel like if 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 the fight turned on to a boxing match, I feel like Shock gonna beat him easy. But if it turned into a brawl, it'll have to turn into a brawl because the arm reach for shot for Raymond.
Not
He can't just
not necessarily.
he can't just box on the outside with him. And I don't think he fast enough to get in and get out without getting touched.
Yeah, but Ray got some good counter ability, and when we say box match, that don't mean necessarily like you could have hit me with every jab. Like you got to make
No, I'm
adjustments to
not
the
talking
ring.
about that. I'm not talking
Yeah,
about that.
Mm-mm.
yeah.
Mhm.
But Ford, he ain't just gonna be
Somebody
in
ain't
there. He
pay
ain't
they
just
fat.
going in
Pay
there.
your fare.
Yeah, you gotta comb your hair, pay your fare. Oh, that's my shit
Mm-hmm.
too. But
That's my shit.
you gotta go in there. That's that more money. You gotta go in there and
Yeah.
you got to go in there and come with a plan. You know what I'm saying? Ray Ford ain't. I mean, yeah, Ford ain't going in there just to try to. Oh, we just did a box, and I'm giving you the edge. And we on the outside, and I know you the longer fighter. He ain't going. He gonna come in there with a game plan. You know what I'm saying? So whoever got the best game plan gonna come out that night. And I feel like Ford gonna come out with a split decision. I'm riding Ford on it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Win, lose, or
Because
Yeah.
he got.
draw. I don't see him going out there just losing every round the same way without trying to do nothing different. The way Cool Boy was doing. I expect to see a much more competitive fight, but
It's
then
gonna be
again,
way
Shot
better.
got the power to make it not be a competitive fight. All I'm saying is boot
I
him
think
up
he
and
gonna
move up
9-3 him though.
and
I
call
think he
out
gonna
Shakur.
9-3 him. I think it's gonna be really easy for him. 9-3. I don't know why.
Easy.
That's what I just
Oh,
see.
yo, you tripping? That's funny. Nah, it's not gonna be easy.
That's
Nah,
just
Like
my
three.
opinion. That's what I see.
yeah. No, I feel it. The thing is that what's interesting about fighters, right? I think a lot of these fighters, we see them in positions that they really shouldn't be in, right? Like for instance, we look at Cool Boy and we're like, yo, I didn't expect Cool Boy, but Cool Boy really showed us in multiple other fights that he really has a lot of stuff that he's not elite at, to be very honest, in previous fights. You know what I mean? So it's like, that was very easy to kind of look at Kubo and be like, well, he's really not the goods. Because when you see him struggle, I mean, in other fights, more than one, you'd be like, wow, it's that's why these guys aren't really on a Shakur level. You know what I mean? You got fight like I believe Ray Ford really won the Nick Ball fight. Personally speaking, or it could have been a draw. But the fact that he had to walk away with a loss, I thought it was a great fight. I thought that Nick Ball didn't do enough to actually win that fight. You know what I mean? But I think that a lot of these fighters, they're in positions that they really shouldn't be in, man. And it's just unfortunate because it leaves the fans to try to, pick things apart and do hypotheticals and pretend like we don't see certain things. We haven't seen certain things. You know what I mean? Foster, I mean, he has some flaws. I mean, we've seen it in previous fights. So that's the reason why I'm picking Ray Ford. I think that Ray Ford has just been in the more grittier fights. I think he's been more fights that are a little bit more testing. And I don't think Oshak Foster is going to be able to deal with that aggression and that power as well. That's my take on that.
Nice. Yeah, Hen Dog, what it do? Yeah, he said it's a black effect. And then he said he a black fighter, he a black kid in a Spanish body or something like that. Tio, full
Man,
blown idiot.
T.O. is
Hmm.
just this nigga,
But you know
bro.
what I
Like,
like about this fight with Shock
Oh,
and Ford?
you seen what he said though, Just
Who?
yeah, man.
talking about
T.O.
the O's and all that. He talking about it's the
Yeah,
blacks
Yeah,
and all this and
yeah,
that. I'm like,
cause
bro,
he
yeah.
lost his shit. He
I
lost his shit.
covered the whole interview. He said a lot of little weird stuff in there. This dude's strange, man.
Yeah, that dude really strange, bro.
Hmm. Yeah, he's a black kid. He's really a black kid. I was like, bro, what? He studied the black fighters. I'm like, this dude's an idiot. He
But
is.
disrespecting black fighters every chance you get because
Right.
he's a black
And
kid.
all the experiences are examples that he got to draw from is from black fighters, most of them. This shit is crazy. He said, like, they was like, no, Alexis Arguello. He said Sweet Pea was my Alexis Arguello. It's like, this shit is almost comical that your biggest inspirations are the black fighters that you talk crazy about. It's so weird to me. But I was gonna say the thing that makes Shock and Ray Ford interesting, they both got one fight where they got a knockout in the last round. Showed a lot of grit and dog, both of them, man. I'll say right off the bat, Ray Ford gonna have to neutralize that distance and range, man. You don't find yourself out there at no man's land like Cool Boy round after round, just getting thoroughly outboxed because you can't get what I'm saying. You can't figure out the distance and range. Don't do yourself like that.
But that's why I say I don't think Ray Ford is that caliber fighter that's just gonna sit out there and not go
Mm-hmm.
take them chances. I don't think like that's not gonna be him, bro. Like he gonna come in with a game plan. That's why I say you understand what it is and understand what he's trying to do. So if you, I know what my man's saying too. Like when you come in, you might have to take that motherfucking jab and try to get you one off. But that's why I
Mm-hmm.
say that you gotta learn how to slip that shit. And Ray Ford, he can slip and get in there and get his shit off as well. So you know how it is. You
Mm-hmm.
gotta get in the inside and punch, and start punching off the break and things of that nature to get your shit off. So you've been doing this shit a long time to make a nigga fight the inside. And like I say,
Right.
Shock, he hit. Like I said, I'm not taking nothing away from him. I like him, bro. I respect him. I respect every fighter. I mean, but it's just what I see in him. I don't see what other people see in him. For them to try to make him out to be this monster that somebody's running from and things of that nature. And sometimes maybe because they make you a little frustrated at him because yeah, I'm not gonna lie about that. We all human and shit, but I just hate. You know what I mean? When you're not telling the truth, bro. So that
Right.
shit, it kind of gets to me a little bit. So if you keeping that shit real, chasing the fight, I salute you all the way 100, fam. But
Right.
when you
And we're
start
gonna be
bullshitting
in full
around,
support of it.
yeah, falling into the narratives and shit, now you start, smelling your own piss when you know the shit ain't truth and
Right,
you
right.
ain't really built yourself like that, bro. Like, cut it out, man. Cut it out.
Mm-hmm. All right. So we'll see. Ray knows you can't leave it to the judge. Yeah, he gonna have to press the issue. I have to press the issue in that fight. You know what I'm saying? You do not want to find yourself stuck out there at the wrong range and just getting picked apart. You know what I'm saying? He got certain temperament about him, like Money was saying. I don't think it's going to allow him to just sit there like that and just take it, right? Just deal with it. So I'm looking forward to it, but we'll see what he do after that. But in the meantime, this is some other shit going on, man. I seen something. Man, I like Alycia Baumgardner. I know they got this fight coming up this weekend, bro. But man, she making me feel like she just
Man,
got to
too.
be the best thing since sliced bread, man.
Man,
He wanted a
the way she was,
rehydration with
the
Nava.
way she was talking.
Bro, I don't even know where y'all get y'all information from. Hey, yo, Mag 7, I'm gonna just say it just like this. If that came from a Shakur hater, we don't give a fuck what none of them say. And we know who they are. I ain't gotta call nobody by name, but we know who those weird ass dudes is that spend countless hours just making up their own news, bro. This dude ducked Albert Bell, ran from Navarrete, ducked Gary Russell. Like, bro, I hate boxing sometimes, man. The way people get their news, bro. He came in, no salute, no nothing. What they say, Shakur wanted a rehydration. Somebody called him a rehydration clown the other day. I'm like, damn. When bro had a what fight should I go watch where Shakur had a rehydration calls on somebody? I'm pretty sure I've seen all 25, but I would like to know did I miss some shit? Navarrete, y'all got Navarrete. Who Navarrete lost to, y'all? Who's his last loss to? Y'all remember? Denny's Baranchi. Denny's Baranchi beat Navarrete. Y'all, man, he better not go nowhere near Shakur Stevenson. I mean it. Styles make fights. I don't want to hear that shit neither, bro. That man got worked over. He got beat by fucking Denny's Baranchi, man. One of the ugliest fights I've seen, too. That was an ugly ass fight. I hated that fight. Man, that was an ugly ass fight, bro. Hey, boxing, wow. I know it probably came from one of the core haters, bro.
There seems
We already know that for sure.
quite well.
Yeah, I do. I actually heard about that. Honestly, my opinion is Michaela Mayer would
Listen
beat
to this
Claressa
shit here,
Shields.
y'all.
Wow.
Yes.
Does the weight matter?
This woman good
I never would say weight matters.
Okay.
I think skills matter.
You think she is more skillful than Claressa?
Listen to
Absolutely.
her live.
Really?
Yes.
Claressa, arguably pound for pound number one.
baby, that's the list we was just talking about.
I know, okay, I know.
That's the list we was talking about.
But the resume does back it up, right?
The resume
She don't
backs
even
it up.
believe that.
And come on, we have to talk about the skill set.
Hell no.
Okay,
she
tell me.
don't believe.
Why do you
We
think
got to
so?
talk about the skill set. The skill set. We have to talk about the grit. We have to talk about the experience when we talk about a fighter, right? Claressa thinks she's the best in the world. She truly believes that. I don't think she is. I think she's the most accomplished, but I don't think she's the best.
Okay.
And I believe that Michaela Mayer has the skills to beat Claressa Shields due to her experience in boxing, her loss, and her character building.
Do you feel like Claressa isn't fighting top tier talent at this point, and that's part of the problem as well when you're not challenging yourself? And she is sort of a victim of the fact that at that weight class up there, there's just not a lot of top talent.
Yes, at that weight class there isn't. But again, it comes down to a disciplined fighter. How dedicated are you? Get a nutritionist. I ain't seen that girl come to weigh-ins with abs at all. And I don't know if that's AI. So you can't tell me. But I've never seen her come to weigh-ins with abs. I never seen her in tip-top dog shape. And so if you are dedicated on making those fights, come down a weight class, get a nutritionist. It's not hard. Fighters do it all the time.
All right, I'm gonna say this, bro. I love Alycia. She could fight. She could fight and all that. But I'm tired of hearing how good she looked. She looked better than she fight. How about that? I ain't saying she can't fight, but she looked better than she fight. She fought good in the last fight with Derek James, the second training camp, I believe that was. The first one was iffy. She ain't had a knockout since Terry Harper, if I'm not mistaken. The whole PED scandal thing was going on with her. And, you know, she was cool with Claressa. We all seen it. It seemed like they was thick as thieves or something, but somewhere along the line, they signals crossed. I don't care where. I don't know, it's girl stuff, but he started fake calling her out. You knew you never was going to fight her. You never was going to even make an attempt to try to fight her. And when she was in, y'all was face-to-face, I seen all I needed to know. Whenever it's face-to-face confrontation and somebody energy ain't matching what they like lips be saying, I already knew what it was. And look, it's okay to think that people are better than Claressa, but what's goofy about what she's saying, there's no fucking way she believe this shit. See, the problem is you had a long time where y'all was cool with each other, where we clearly knew what you thought about Claressa. Now you can't find nothing good to say about her. Now all of a sudden everybody's better than her. We love Michaela Mayer. We support women's boxing. I think Michaela Mayer is one of the more improved, I think one-loss fighters out there. She's the goods for real, man. You low-key need to run it back with her, but she ain't more skillful than Claressa Shields. That's just horseshit. That's just horseshit, bro. You don't got her beating Claressa. You just got her beating her because y'all beefing right now. She not only the most accomplished, I think she's proven to be the best. She is the GOAT, bro. It's really hard to say she not. I don't think nobody do it better than her, man. And, you know, my girl's for Deja. I just want to see her get her opportunity at Claressa, but, you know, she's proven
You ain't gonna beat her.
everything that she say she is. She really that, man. Michaela Mayer is not a more skillful fighter than her, bro. And I truly don't think Alycia Baumgardner believes it. It's just like, if the only thing you got to say is bullshit about a fighter, I'm not even going to ask you about him. Yeah, you would say she accomplished, but she thinks she's the best. No, she been proving that shit. Then you trying to say her competition is lacking, bro. She'd beat you up and your whole resume. Your entire resume. You talking about fucking six-pack. That's superficial shit that I don't like. Like, she acting, and I'll say it, man, because I'll speak the truth, man. She acting light skinned, bro. She talking that dumb shit. We don't care about fucking six packs and how they look and all. We don't care. Hold on.
And just let me add some context to this too,
That's a
y'all.
wise decision. Why she's watching or studying you.
What'd you say?
Let me add a little context to it too. When he talking about Michaela Mayer is more skillful than Claressa, man, we understand Michaela. You know I'm an Olympian, man, and I love Michaela and Jenny. They Olympians, bro. They was up on Claressa in the Olympics. They was up on Claressa in the Olympics. You know what I'm saying? Claressa came home with 2 golds. So like they more closer to Claressa than she will ever be, fam. So you can't try to make them switch. Like even when Claressa was made a post saying I'm gonna whoop your ass and then we still gonna be sisters, talking to Michaela Mayer. You know what I'm saying? They got a way closer relationship than this one to her. You know what I'm saying? So like you say, she only saying this shit because she beat Michaela, took the belt. So now she want to make it as if, oh, Michaela can beat Claressa because I beat Michaela. So it's like, girl, sit your corny ass down. So she getting on my nerves. I respect her game too, but this shit went to her head as well, bro. She one of them type that her head just blew up.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Josh. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, you're right. She just like she she full of herself a little bit. She feeling herself, and look, she a hell of a fighter. Don't get it wrong, man. She one of the top women in boxing, but ever since this Claressa Shields fallout, she just had this inflated, I don't know, perception of herself. She looked better than everybody. Everybody looked like this. Claressa need a six-pack. Bro, I ain't never seen a six-pack win a fight, throw a punch, and dodge a punch, and none of that shit. Claressa is the truth, man. It's okay. Like, what I think is corny about her is just say, yo, we don't rock with each other. We don't get along. That girl the truth, but, you know, I got such and such beating her. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard to believe. I don't believe she believed nothing she said here, damn near. Nothing. And then I'm going to play this video in a second. She talked about how she could never be on her undercard. Yo,
Can I speak on that undercard stuff?
Am I high, or did she already fight on the Claressa Shields undercard?
I think she fought on 2 of them.
So what exactly in the hell is she talking about? I'm trying to understand, like, when did she get too big for shit? Oh, my bad. You know, when the switch came in, the MVP promotion shit got you acting real different. I still like you as a fighter, but I don't like the stuff that she's saying. Caroline Dubois is a unified champion. You keep talking about she a pup. Nah, she's a fucking unified champion that's on your ass. If you can beat her, everybody in the world will tune into that fight and they will respect it if you beat her. Nobody will be talking about she too green and none of that. She got 2 belts. Y'all in the same division. You're literally fighting somebody this weekend that she already beat, and you acting like you too good for a Claressa undercard or a Caroline Dubois fight. I don't like that. MVP got her head up her ass a little bit. Yeah, you're soft on the eyes. Yeah, you could fight. Yeah, your weigh-in still go viral and people like to see you dance and shake your ass. But I'm paying attention to the fights. You better look spectacular this fight because you was very critical of Caroline Dubois. You called her a C-level fighter, a C-level performance. You was just going in. So I expect to see – I want to see this knockout power. I want to see this knockout power. I saw Terry Harper in the PED scandal. So I want to see this knockout power, man.
Just let me say this.
Was good with it, bro. She's the lady version of Teal Ryan Garcia. I'm telling you, everything she say sound weird.
Let me say this. Like, people, she go viral for this and that, but like let's not act like she filling up arenas. Like she's so big she can't be on the undercard for Claressa. Didn't Claressa just put like 15,000 or 14,000 in the stadium?
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah.
So like
Claressa is where she aspired to be, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
She's not, she's lying.
Yeah, so she acting like
never seen that girl out of
MVP. Yeah. Just because she on MVP and she got the odds from what Jake Paul, she been on these Jake Paul fights that she this big star too. No, Jake Paul
MVP got her feeling herself.
Yeah, Jake Paul the star. You ain't fill up that arena. He did.
Exactly, bro.
He filled up multiple arenas without you on his card.
Right.
So I don't know like why you so got
bottom line don't match the price tag. Nope. Her performances ain't been matching the talk either because and I like her, and I want to be very like specific. I'm not trying to have nothing bad to say, but I don't like the energy you putting out. I get it, y'all fell out, but you need to stop speaking on her because you're not gonna fight her. You faked like y'all had like even a chance at fighting, and now you advocating for other people that you struggled to beating her. You beat Michaela Mayer barely, but Michaela Mayer is more skillful than Claressa. Make this shit make sense. It be just making me want to lose my mind. Y'all get a camera and a microphone and y'all just get fake as hell. Just get super fake with it. Claressa just did 17,000+ in her last fight. Shout out to Everything Boxing. Mind Joy 18,000. Yeah, facts, man. She did her thing, man, in her last fight. And I meant to cover some of the hate videos on Claressa too, man. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all grown men. I'm disappointed in every man that's covering Claressa in a negative light today. And none of what they critiquing her on has anything to do with boxing. It's her relationship, rap videos, like stupid shit. Y'all weird, man. Let's get to this, man. Now let's hear what this is.
You ain't watching me before, she's watching me now. It's go time. Friday night. You can't learn new tricks. You're gonna have it.
Yeah, either you got it or you don't.
You either got it or you don't.
Facts.
So you better be
got it or you don't.
Ooh, yo, shit, better watch out. So now another question. More questions. So this is Hot 97. So I gotta ask you. I saw you going in with that Remy Ma. You know what I'm saying? Like that new track you listening going in. Like what artist you feel gives you that extra energy when you come out to knock somebody out?
Listen, anybody that's giving that go-getter, that hustler music, listen, you got to hustle to get what's yours, and you got to stay on top. So you don't take no as the answer. You knock the door down.
I like that. I like that. So now, one thing I noticed
Real
that
quick, it's crazy. She gets the opponent she fight and she bowing to her, showing all types of respect. But look how she dogged Claressa and Carolyn Dubois, two of the most talented fighters in boxing. I hate how we do each other.
very impressive that you was
Judge,
in the ring is you was able to
I hate how we do each
punch
other.
and throw hard.
What you said?
I got a question. When she start listening to Remy Ma, don't nobody listen to Remy Ma, but she want to start listening to Remy Ma when Claressa beat.
You know why? You know why?
On,
Petty
come on,
Murphy, man.
And then the interviewer, he fake.
Nah, the interviewer, like, respect to everybody that do this shit, because being in the media and asking a bunch of questions, this shit don't be easy, right? It take a certain skill set, but y'all gotta elevate y'all level of questioning. I don't give a fuck about her listening to Remy Ma. You almost was trying to bait her into saying, you know what you wanted to say. I don't care who she listening to. I want to know what this performance gonna look like. I want to know, and again, this is just me. I want to know, like, have you and Derrick James gelled anymore? Like, what's your performance gonna look like under Derrick James? This will be the third one, I believe, right? I just don't look. Yeah. Her persona, it comes off as very fake. Ever since it really spiked with the MVP shit, the Claressa fallout, MVP pick her up, and it's now like her hate for Claressa is double time. And I could be wrong. Claressa did say she had a conversation with them and kind of patched it up. But I wonder, is this intentional? Like, I wonder if somebody, and I hate to think like that, are they influencing her to just get up here and do this? Because you ain't got that kind of smoke for her, because you ain't had that kind of smoke for her when she was standing in your face, looking like she was being disrespectful, barking in your face like that. You wasn't talking like that. I hope her bring this shit back.
Like, even on your back foot. So is this one of those fights where you want to bait your opponent or just go straight through?
Listen, baby, there's 24 years of experience. I know exactly what I'm doing, how I'm going to do it. Everything is about position. Everything is about timing. That's what I do.
Ooh, she about to knock somebody out. I'm hyped, son. Get ready. Alycia, God bless you. Let's get it.
You know, after 24 years being in this sport, how have you been able to stay sharp, and how has your training evolved?
In order to stay sharp, I have to remember my assignment. I have to understand and why I am here in the first place. I don't pay attention to outside noise. I understand what I have to do. I understand how much favor I have on my life, how bright my light is, and that the world needs to see that, and they're going to feel that April 17th.
You know, one more question. I read a little bit about you might become like the female Undertaker. You might go into pro wrestling after this. How serious are you about that?
Listen, I'm a diva, okay? I've been a diva since a youngin', and I just love the experience of being able to do what I want to do because I worked hard to get there. So whatever avenue opens up, baby, I'm going to take full charge of it and give it my all.
Alycia, this is Johnny Boy of Fight Hype. How excited are you about fighting at Madison Square Garden, and what do you plan to show them up there?
I'm excited. Listen, we became undisputed here. Coming back to New York, the fans are awesome. It's respect. It's nothing about building profile, building the entertainment of what boxing brings, baby, and that's the show, and I'm going to bring it.
Absolutely. Now, Claressa says she's willing to fight Shadasia Green, but she wants you on the undercard. How do you feel about that?
I could never be an undercard to what Claressa is. You hear me when I say that? Could never. She need to get in the gym. Shadasia is hungry. Shadasia will beat her. Next question.
What's your final message to Claressa?
Next question.
Why is that asked about Claressa? Can't fight her. Can't beat her. She don't got nothing good to say. She don't like her.
So she just gonna say everybody
in New York City, just how do the experience in this moment?
The experience in this moment is everything. I pray for things like this. I have to work hard to stay focused, to stay on top. Y'all have to understand, like, y'all see, like, the outside of it, like, the belts and the glitz and the glam, but it takes a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of inner doing to look myself in the mirror, to have accountability, to make sure my team around me is solid, to make sure people around me are filling me up as I'm filling their cup up. So it's all an experience, honestly.
So tell me a little bit about your confidence. I see you in the ring. You look great. You know your opponent's watching you, that you feel the energy.
I love that. Yeah, come watch me. Listen. Y'all, I'm dedicated. We had a 13-week camp in December when we fought Netflix. We went right back into the gym. I have a different mentality, a different type of hunger. You know, I want that A5 Wagyu, baby. I don't eat that, sirloin from Applebee's 2 for 20. We don't do that.
It looks like you had a great camp. How's it been working with Coach Derek James?
Listen, me and Derek, we're working together. Everyone has to understand it's a working process when you start with somebody new. So I'm finding my voice, he's finding his. It's all about being cohesive. It's all about having a voice and communicating, okay? Because you got to make it work.
And the trust, right, for your team?
And the trust, yeah, hell yeah. The trust.
This morning, Sarita from this play, you have already proven to yourself. What part of the game do you feel is unfinished for you?
What's unfinished is cementing my name. You know, I'm already writing it. It's about cementing it, and this is what we do. We have big fights. We fight fighters like Bo. You know, we step up to the plate. We fight 12 rounds, 3 minutes, y'all. We did that in the last fight. Now we fight in 10 rounds, 3 minutes. So you can't tell me I can't do it. I prove it every time.
You're such a beautiful woman in the sport of boxing. What advice do you have for women that look just like you?
Women who look like me, who maybe have a physique like me, love yourself. I think it's so important for women to know who they are at the end of the day. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise. To my men, to my
I don't like it
there,
either, Jay.
y'all gotta know you just as important.
I don't like it either, bro.
As the women, we all work together. And when you share love and give love, you make the world better, baby.
Shan, thank you so much for your time. A lot of fans in this day and age have a lot of options of what to watch.
Yep.
Why should they tune in on Friday to watch the fight?
They should watch my fight this Friday because they're going to see a full package who Alycia Baumgardner is. Not only does she fight good, she comes with the looks and the hooks. She comes with the beauty and the beast. She comes with so much aggression that is really passion for what she's been doing since an 8-year-old girl. I'm happy to see my journey unfold and just to show the world and give inspiration and use my platform as influence. That's the most important part.
Alycia, you're going against the most favorite fighter in Korea.
Yes.
And you're known for your Korean heritage.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm with you, bro. It take more. Yeah, it is more than looks like. I never felt like this about her before. Like in terms of like just not enjoying her do her, because I know you trying to do you trying to, but
it seemed fake. It seemed fake.
Yeah. It seemed very forced and fake. It seemed like you trying to like Butcher was good, homie. Seemed like you trying to like, I don't know, man. It seemed like you trying to, I don't know, man, convince somebody or something. Like this shit just your head just blew up. You was different before. We was loving it. You was dancing. I just think that Claressa shit, maybe that's what it is, man. Maybe you just started going extra crazy after that. And then the performances stopped looking like what we used to them looking like, right? They stopped looking a certain way. You know what I'm saying? That's my girl, Alycia and Shadeja. Now, Shadeja family over there, y'all already know how we rock. Shout out to Shadeja, but man, I don't like the way she be. Hey, Butcher, man, I might need you to click the link, yo. I keep seeing you in here, but I can't see you. It's like you blocked, and you not. I don't know what's going on. Shout out to my guy. But hold on, this is almost over, y'all.
And your Asian heritage. What do you have to say to Korean fans?
Much love.
Much love.
Yes, and to my Korean fans, this means the
Much
most.
love.
This is a moment to just be so close. My grandma passed, and so this is my opportunity just to be so close to my culture, to share the ring with a warrior like Bo. It means so much to me because I've been wanting this for a long time, and now I get to have that and just show the world what it is to be the champ.
Thank you, Chan.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Yeah. Thank you, everyone.
So that was that, man. Yeah, this shit do come off as fake and forced a little bit. Like, we get it, you're a good fighter, you gotta sell it that you're a good fighter, but you trashing one of the best fighters in the world is nasty work. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, that's one of my favorite interviews that I've done is with Shadeja because of just how down to earth and real she is. It's funny because I went and seen somebody else interview her and went over there and said, "What's up?" And she said she was cutting me off so much I wasn't getting my questions in. But she don't know that those are the best people to interview. When you ask them one thing and then they give you way more than you ask them, that's what she was doing. She let me know that she fought for food before, bro. Fuck a check. Like value meal, McDonald's type shit like that. You know what I mean? So I thought that was some of the realest shit that I've ever seen from or heard from anybody, having to fight for food, literally getting it out the mud. Different, man. Definitely one of my favorite interviews. And like what you bring up a great point, bro, because even with her winning that performance bonus, getting the 250K, like everything was just regular. She ain't have no inflated sense of ego about herself. She still seemed down to earth, easy to talk to, like totally different. Everybody handles success in the limelight different, and she's the perfect champion for women's boxing, because she grind hard. She ain't sitting up. Even with her having shit to say about Claressa and they can actually fight, it still ain't. She don't go above and beyond like Alycia be doing. And I feel like Alycia doing all that because they really can't fight.
And not only that, her reasoning for the Claressa beef, I actually sided with her. You know what I mean? Like she said, when she was helping Claressa out, she wasn't getting paid. And then it came a time when Claressa was still fighting Hammer. Hammer called her in to help out. Hammer was paying her. She had to get her ducats. You know what I'm saying? So you can't get mad at nobody for getting their money. You know what I'm saying? So I really sided with Shadasia on that one. That's where the beef really started at. And I thought Claressa was kind of wrong in that aspect.
Right. She gonna have to stand on some of this stuff she's saying. Little do she know, with all the talk that she's putting out there, she putting pressure on herself to perform a certain way. And I ain't gonna knock her. I just still think she's a good fighter. She seemed like she struggled a bit with the gas tank. She did a better job at managing that in her last fight. She looked better under Derek James. So I'm not against her. I just wish they'd refrain from the Claressa Shields questions, because they can't fight. And all she gonna say is a bunch of negative shit. And then it kind of turns me off, because not only is she the most accomplished, she's proven to be the best, right? The most consistent, like the 2 gold medals. Let's just go on and on, man. She running laps around the competition. She literally moved all the way up as high as she can go as a female fighter, and she's still beating the ass, like literally. So it's nobody that's more proven than her as a female fighter, man, respectfully. So only fight I care to see her really take is Shadasia. She don't fight her, then I would be mad. But after she fights her, I don't give a damn who Claressa fight. That's the only fight for real that I need to see. Shout out to Big Dog Will. He says, salute Haino's clan up to their old tricks again. Shout out to Big Dog. My bad, y'all. I was on mute. My bad. It's talking smart. But yeah, shout out to Big Dog Willie. Appreciate you. But man, I rock with Alycia, but she got to do better than that, man. I want to hear something more realistic than boxing slander from one of the most accomplished fighters in all of boxing. You know what I'm saying? And Claressa Shields. They making it seem like she ducking smoke. I know some of it is because she said one thing and then put stipulations on it. I'm gonna play that too, because Shadasia responded to her essentially putting stipulations on the fight between the two. I didn't like it, man. I'm saying that it gotta, Carolyn and Alycia gotta be on the undercard. Now you adding barriers because you didn't say that the first time. You was just like, you're a fighter. You was gonna fight her. You went on a couple different platforms saying you was gonna fight her, and then you threw this whole Caroline Dubois thing in the middle of it, and it kind of ruined shit. Let me see. Let me see, man. Let me get this up, man. My girl, I want to see her. I hope she whoop. She fighting. Who's she fighting? Lonnie Daniels, I think. That's one of Claressa's old opponents too, I believe. Swagger Jacked. My guy, money, yeah, man. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Damn, I didn't even realize we was this late into the stream. What we gonna do? Make sure I ain't missed nothing. Okay. Nah, we good. We scrape. We scrape. I'm about to end it, man. Man, I gotta go take care of something. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Joe, Money, ETB, the gang, everybody in the chat, everybody that rocked out with me today. I appreciate the love, the support. We gonna keep building. Y'all know how we do. Shout out to the fan. My bad, we got interrupted in the first stream, man. We had to come back and do the part 2. We'll be back tomorrow. It's a lot more to talk about. So with that, we can get up out of here, y'all. Peace to the fan.